30 seconds on the clock.
30
Count
seconds.
it.
I'm surprised you don't. You know who Knife Party is?
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah, but I don't listen to that stuff.
You like Aphex Twins?
Everybody likes Aphex Twin, though.
Not everybody.
You serial?
You guys know who Misha Bork is?
I don't know any. I gotta be honest with you.
Oh yeah, that's that dude, right?
That's a dude.
Oh, that dude from that place, dude?
Sorry, whoops.
No.
Are you messing with Misha Bork? I don't know. He just blew up on like Instagram,
On
Reels
TikTok and stuff, right? He's just the dude who wears a robe.
yeah.
That's the I honestly the only reason.
No, it's not Misha Bork. You're thinking about the guy from Texas.
The guy he's in New York City, often.
He just
No,
wears
Misha
a robe
Bork
and he says,
is
"Get out
a
of
house
bed."
guy. You're thinking
Oh,
about...
he's drum and bass. I'm telling you.
Oh, he's drum and bass. You're thinking about... No, he's thinking about Mark Ruble.
That's who I'm thinking about. Yeah.
What's the guy who wears the small, tiny glasses? And it's always his face full frame, and he like takes stuff and like makes D&B out of it. You not seen
I
him?
don't know. See, I like drum and bass, but I don't follow it.
Yeah, Mark Ruble is
Mark
the guy.
Ruble
I'm
is who
thinking
Josh
of.
talking about. That guy's
Yeah.
hilarious. What's up, everybody?
I don't really follow it. I think I like Jungle.
Sure, can you throw the chat up there?
Oh yeah, my bad.
You're good.
You got these numbers right. You're all good.
D's nuts.
These
Nice.
numbers.
I honestly, that's the first name you
Nice.
said that I've known in like the past 10 minutes.
Hey, you know, it happens. You're a dude. We're all dudes. That's true.
Yeah. That's our chat room is...
Here we go.
Chat.
Josh,
What's
can
up?
I get the volume up in my motherfucking headphones, please?
Yep.
Yep,
Feel like
we're
a
past
streamer.
1
2.
minute. So you
Oh,
work out
yeah,
and
hold
stuff,
on.
motherfucker.
Corey is good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
How are your headphones? Good.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Mine are great,
Excellent.
Josh.
They
Thank
sound
you for
good.
asking.
Am I supposed to be able to hear myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The main purpose of the headphones is to help, and I say help because it's not perfect at all. Prevent talking over each other.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's all.
Which we do quite often.
I was gonna say it helps. It
No, we
doesn't
never
stop.
talk over each other.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking
A
about?
meeting of the minds.
We're a hive mind now.
The most important thing about the mic is to like almost talk
Yeah,
Make
give it
right
a
on.
little-
Yeah, you
Sweet
gotta.
sexual
That's gonna
Yeah,
be up in
be
your
right
face.
there.
kisses. Kiss it right in its fucking mouth.
Here we go.
Yeah, you gotta get way up in that mic.
You'll
Like this. You
notice.
don't want to be like this. You want to be right here.
Yeah.
You'll notice as
Right
you're
in
talking to that one. If you go left, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, don't smell it. Don't never smell it.
You never
we had a
smell
we
it.
had a whole
Nice.
smell. We had a whole smell gate one time. It was a
Yeah, it's
disaster.
crazy.
It was this one, not yours. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, he'll never be returning. So ask the questions you need to ask today.
Smellgate back again.
My mic. Wow, that sounds different.
Are we taking
I
them
think
off?
your
So-
beard.
So I don't know,
I think your
but-
beard.
Are we going off? Ooh.
It's like
Just-
80 grit on that bitch.
but like, I know Stairs sits
Chewing.
here. Kyle sits here. And that's pretty
all
much
some
it.
pretty clean faces.
Right, and there's chew marks in my mic.
Dude,
I think it's your your mustache
Just
hooked
scraping
into
it.
these and just
am
like
Dude, I'm raw dogging it now.
I don't know.
Baking.
So
I think Stairs nibbles on it when he's.
I mean, I kind of like it without it. I think we sound okay.
This is
the
really
P's
nice.
are still there. It's supposedly this helps with
It helps with the
but-
peas.
Yeah,
Like pleasantly petting penguins.
perfection exactly. Oh man, this one even. I mean, feel the exterior of this, right, and then feel the cap. Just feel the top of it. It's soft. It's like it's used.
Feels like an HKS filter.
Yeah, it does, dude. The mushroom tips.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
sure.
They disintegrate the same too.
Fresh out of an RB26.
Dude, I'm keeping this thing.
You're
I'm-
going
I'm
raw.
I'm a raw guy now.
You're
Going El
Ronnie Raw dogging
Naturel.
it?
I kind of want to like pull it off and hold it the whole time.
Oh, me.
just freestyle the whole time. Just
I rip and I rap.
Oh, that would be great
I rap and I rip.
for all the times it whacks against the table and everything else.
Yeah, dude.
Mine looks like a
Yeah, yours is an
Yours is a
actual mic.
microphone.
That's
Mine
the
looks
one.
like a- yeah.
Matter of fact, Gigi Allen shoved that up his own ass.
I was gonna say this looks like I should be singing in like in chorus.
It looks like those TikToks. Hey, what do you do for a living?
Right.
How much
Yeah.
you pay for rent?
Yeah, can you bring me on a tour of your Brooklyn home?
Yeah.
What do you mean you
Interesting.
only pay $20,000 a month?
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that guy, dude. That guy pops up everywhere.
What do you do for a
My
living?
whole
Oh,
algorithm.
I'm a.
We get a
what do you
fan in the
call it?
chat.
I'm a cat salesman.
Hey, Tyler.
let's see what else we got here. I gotta check my old save things.
Yep.
Oh,
See what's going on in my notes here.
Mm.
I mean, I think all like app icons are starting to all look the same.
Yes, they 100% are.
And so like I
all-
just scroll around like looking for the same thing.
All branding in general
Yeah.
Yeah.
is going flat,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I like it.
Same.
You know, I use the search button now because I can never.
Yeah,
find
I use
my
the search
fucking-
button every time.
Yeah.
I
Wow,
can
this
never
is
find
tough
the
to-
app to pay my rent. because
Like
now
di-
all of them are orange. I just can't ever find it.
Orange is just the color.
You pay your rent on an app?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Cash App.
No.
Zelle?
I wish it was Cash App or Zelle. It'd be easier.
Are you paying
No,
rent?
it's called like
A
you know
Home
what?
Depot
All
credit
mine are
card?
blue. Like my Chase app is blue. The Amex app is
Yep.
blue.
Yep.
Venmo is blue.
Appfolio.
Appfolio. Damn.
Appfolio.
All of them are white and red though. DoorDash, KeyBank, Messenger, Google Chrome. It's all white and then the thing in the side.
God, boring
YouTube.
society.
Yeah, we could really
I
spice
got
it
a
up.
Bring back the
lot of
70s.
just white and blue.
Yeah.
Wow. I never realized that.
Yeah. Spot Heroes white and blue. Smart Lights white and blue. Google Translate's white
All
and
right,
blue.
fine.
Crypto Wallets white and blue.
Chrono 24.
PayPal's white and blue.
Yeah, all my
Mine.
shit's
You
white and blue.
You be crypto guy, Corey?
I'm curious. Coinbase
Crypto
is white and
curious?
blue.
Crypto curious?
I'm literally I'm
How'd
crypto
that go for SBF there?
Dude, I don't know. They're
Dude, he's a
paint-
billionaire. It went fucking great.
You see how they're painting him in the newspapers?
They're basically massaging him.
A national hero.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
they're literally drawing this guy to look like Captain America.
I just
Anime.
saw I
Chiseled,
wild.
sharp chin,
Yeah.
perfect hair. The dude was a total fucking slop. I mean, he looked like a marshmallow.
Oh, the picture. Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
picture. Dude, I saw the interview with Martin Shkreli or whatever the other day.
Oh yeah.
That guy's fucking unbelievable. That dude,
He's a mess,
that dude.
You said
fucking
SBF?
nuts. SBF, yeah.
Small Block 4 is doing great.
dude.
It's doing great over there.
Small block forward.
Small Block
How are
4.
you doing over there?
Great. As good as a push rod Small Block 4.
He's deep in the Red Bull right now.
Nice.
I'm deep in a bull as well.
And I quote from Shook, if I only buy 8 ounces, I cannot drink any more than that.
And that was enough for me to break my fast.
That would be true if it wasn't 8.4 ounces.
Which
Oh.
it is.
So I'm 0.4 ounces over my 8 ounce.
You're over.
All right,
Grounded.
We
Pray
think
for
we're
me.
ready.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Hold on, let me move this
that
fucking
one.
phone
I
thing.
pray for you. Pray for you. What do we call
I'm
this
ready.
episode?
Industry standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like
We
the
called
group.
it your mother.
That's not good for my art generation. All right.
Our generation.
I've been eyeballing those Reese's cups for like the past.
What, you
You
want
want
Get
it?
the man some
Yeah, I was
coffee.
just saying,
Grab a cup.
Get him a couple
Hold on,
cups.
let me put
Yeah.
my microphone
Bring the whole
down.
bag
Take
over.
one.
Listen, accommodations our middle name.
What's up with Annie Lenz?
You
I'm
want
out
some
at dinner. Your mother's
smelling
a dog.
salts too?
We got. I was just saying we got those.
Hey, trying to get
Matter of
cranked
fact.
up.
Yeah, we gotta get cranked up.
Has no.
If
keep
you
that
want
shit away.
smelling salts, I'll take you for a rip in the E36. I don't
Yeah.
know what it's doing.
Yeah, those are all
It
yours.
smells exactly like smelling salts when you rip on it. Ah! Dude, that wasn't even close to my face.
Wow, you weren't kidding.
It's
Yeah.
Oh my god.
about
in
what?
there.
Reese's cups or the smelling salts?
Smelling salts.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you something. Men lie, women
don't
lie,
shake it.
numbers don't lie, okay?
Dude, I smell that shit from a distance. That shit is crazy.
It's wonderful.
I don't partake.
I feel great.
I think if you were just to leave that open on the table, everyone at one point would be like,
Oh, you'd get a whiff. Just.
That one's, I've never done it, but I'm curious. But I really don't want to.
Just
I'm
do it.
awake. I'm
Just
awake.
I would
don't need
if
it.
you do like
Hit
I
it
would
from
just
far
start with
away.
like a little and
like
like
a
bring it
solid
in.
like 10 to 12 inches away. Just
Yeah,
'Cause
hover over the top.
The other day I did what you did the first time and I know exactly what you meant when it hit you in the back of your
it
brain.
brought on a cold. And literally, I got a cold. After that happened,
That was the evil coming out of
I
you.
got a cold. Yeah.
It's like smelling. It's like smelling mint breath. No. It's like drinking water after you brush your teeth. You know, it's
Yeah.
super cold and
Yeah.
minty, but in your head.
in your
Eating
brain.
every Listerine strip in one pack all at the same time.
Yo, that's what it's like. But,
Damn.
but
Okay.
I
only
remember-
like in your fucking head.
But your mouth, it's not fresh though. Like,
No, it's in your brain.
it
It's
smells
just
like shit. Or
fresh brain. No, it smells. It's. How do I explain it?
I should just do it.
It's got to
It
smell.
smells
just
like it's ammonia.
It's-
That's
yeah,
what it is. It's ammonia. Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hammer it out.
All right, that's a wonderful place to start. Shook, you good?
I'm great because I didn't smell any of that shit.
All right, we're going. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Hello.
and Corey.si.
Hello.
and Shook TD. Hello. With a very special guest in studio, Mr. Alec Coutinho.
Howdy.
He is here to talk about some of his work in the automotive industry, in particular, some commercial work, some photo work, all that good stuff, and just some general banter back and forth. I'm sure we're going to talk about some food, maybe some music, and whatever else we find ourselves stumbling through words to speak about.
Stumbling through words.
Just like I did right there. So before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by everybody out there in the chat and who supports our B4B. What is B4B, you ask? Well, Chuck will tell us a lot more about that a little later.
I refuse.
However, you can find what B4B is on our website, revivalmotoring.com. You can look that up, find a sustainable donation.
Ooh.
What's the URL for that?
That's at revivalmotoring.com/B4B.
There it is.
That is how we keep the lights on, the heat on, and the smelling salts rolling in this place. Actually,
Stock deep in smelling salt.
to be honest, I purchased those on my own, so it's fine.
They're write-off. They're a write-off.
Yeah, save that receipt.
Write-off means free, right?
No taxes. That's what I mean, right? So you can also find on our website some coffee offerings. We have our Cold Start in a can, which you can buy by the 6-pack up there. And then I think we have an extremely limited number of ground and whole bean bags left. We don't have. It's under 10. Let's put it that way.
Under 10. Get it now.
So you can go to our website, find all that stuff, and like I said, we'll fill you in a little bit more of what the B4B is later on. So we can get right started with the.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks.
Callback. So right off the jump, an event coming up soon that we remind everybody about every single time until it actually happens is the KD Designs Toy Drive, which is literally here at Revival and KD HQ in East Providence. It is next Sunday?
No, not next Sunday. Not this coming, the following.
The following.
It is the 19th.
The
Yeah.
19th. Sunday.
Yep.
We're coming. Bring toys. You got to bring goddamn toys.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you can't come, but you'd like to donate, you can do it a number of ways. You can reach out to Katie directly. You can send him money. You can send money to a friend who can make it. I mean, hell, my old man, actually. I don't even know if he's in the chat.
The old man.
You know what? I didn't see him.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I'm maybe a little late for the guy. But he actually gave me a call and hey, what's up with this toy drive?
Your dad was the second person to say hi in the chat.
Oh, classic. There he is.
There he is.
But anyway, so he's got toys for the toy drive. I'm going to pick him up for him. I'm going to bring him in for him.
Love to hear it. Yeah, we're
No excuses.
Donate some cash, donate some toys. If you're coming, please bring toys. It is unopened box toy, which is really nice. And then we'll be hanging out in the parking lot. It's basically like a mega donut meet when it's probably going to be cold, but we have a ton of fun. Katie's been doing it for years, and they fill up trailers with toys and give them to local groups, which is awesome. Is you get to see the results firsthand. So it's the best.
Can't be any more direct.
No, well, it can be, but not easily.
Yeah. Well, knowing at least where it's
Pretty
going.
sure if you go to knock on everyone's door and hand them a toy, you might get the police called on you.
What if we get
It's
a
like a good
donation,
workaround.
an equivalent of $420.69 in toys?
Mm-hmm.
Burnout Santa suit.
Burnout Santa suit, yeah.
Run out of Santa suit. Yeah.
I'm in if you bring a $420.69 receipt for a toy.
What does a PS5 go
Better be a
for?
lot of toys. No. We can't give away PS. Come in. It's one kid. You got $420.
I mean, PS5. would be
Yeah,
pretty
imagine
sick.
you're like, wow,
That's true.
I got action figures. I got a yo-yo. I got a PS5. So
Some
that's
idiot
for
gave us a
you.
PS5.
So yeah.
Sometimes you
do quantity.
yeah,
We're trying to
we go quantity.
Yeah. Right. For one PS5, you can buy a lot of other toys.
We're trying to make a lot of kids happy.
Not just that one kid.
Also, I will
But
say,
he would be very,
He would be
very
stoked.
happy, dude.
What's really funny, it's PS5 is $4.99.
Dude, get a bunch of
Hey, you
PS5s.
can't even get a PS5.
Get a bunch of PS5s. No, if you go over $420.69, I'll do it.
Yeah.
you can stay in front of the week. You gonna come to the toy drive?
We got a couple gigs,
I
a couple
could.
toy drives.
I
Let's
have
go.
a solution. I will stay if you buy the PS5, and just put it in the middle and have everyone fight for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick.
Wait, the kids don't come.
Yeah, it's for us.
Yeah, no, winner takes PS5
Yeah, classic.
and their own life home.
What if I show up with a gun?
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of us could show up with guns.
That's true.
I'm out.
It's just my
got it.
PS5. See,
I'm not a big
I
video
got
game
it.
guy, so I'm gonna.
I'm not either, but I'm a big gun guy, so
He's just looking for a reason to stay strapped. What
Baby,
we're
I
gonna
gotta bring it. It's a PS5. Josh said to bring guns.
please don't do that
No,
on the
of
day
course
of the
not.
toy
Are you
meet.
nuts?
Yeah,
Bring toys.
I'm gonna check
Yeah.
everybody at the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No weapons.
Shook's gonna be feeling people up. I mean, checking them for weapons.
Checking out your dude.
It's gonna be like that guy who just rolls his hands around the person
Yeah,
but
yeah.
doesn't actually check them. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
Come
get
on.
out of here.
Yeah, you're
Get out of
fine.
here, you goddamn
That's how
rascal.
Norton Antivirus checks your
That's
computer.
It's just the light security check.
It's a light pat down, boys.
Yeah. Let's see. Callbacks. I know I have a few. This says creamed corn, but that has nothing to do with it.
Tim Connors, I'm a grenade guy. If I don't get the PS5, nobody does.
Christ.
Now we got the right idea.
That's
That's the kind
deep.
of creativity we need.
All right, I'm bringing an Abrams tank.
Damn it.
You guys are done.
Yeah, we're going to strike that from space. Laser weapons.
Did I read this one about callback with all the talk of manual EVs? Why not just do a standard manual setup with a clutch?
Nope. Rate
Okay.
it. Rate
So
it.
from Steven,
Steven.
I have a callback with all the talk of manual EVs. Why not just do a standard manual setup with a clutch? All of these EVs are crazy high twerking horsepower.
I love twerking horsepower, dude.
When all of that can be done with gearing. My auto shop teacher in high school used to have an electric swapped first gen MR2 that he used for autocrossing. He built it in the early 2000s using an old forklift motor and golf cart batteries. The motor wouldn't rev all that high and wasn't that powerful, but it worked. The major difference is that you didn't need to use the clutch to start, and that's all. You shift to go faster and to lower the stress on the motor like you would with an engine. I find it crazy that with modern battery tech and motor tech, you couldn't make a manual EV that would be crazy good at long distance driving as well as be stupid fast in the straight for a long time, like the Porsche did with their EV and the 2-speed.
I think having the transmission on the EV makes it way less efficient.
Right, because this way it's
It
just
introduces a bunch of friction, but
like there's
let's do it.
there's theoretically no transmission on an electric motor. It's just how fast it spins.
Right.
So yes, you could, in theory, but you're kind of I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
do
not.
it. Don't do
I'm
it
not
then.
tech
Sounds
based
fun.
enough for that.
Yeah. I'm into that.
The Taycan, like you can absolutely feel it having two quote unquote gears,
Yeah.
but how that's done, I think it's just delivery
Magic.
and software, not physical mechanical parts.
I don't know about that.
I think it's a 2-speed PDK. from
Is
what I
it?
remember.
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
actually a
From my
transmission.
time there, I do remember minimal amounts of information about the Taycan.
So if
Very cool car though.
So if that, then it is true. What Steven's saying is that concept. It's basically you're switching gear so that electric motor isn't working as hard, but the gear is doing the work essentially, right? Because it's just different speed altogether. Sort of like pedaling the same speed with a different disc on your bicycle,
Yeah.
but you're going faster.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Probably wrong.
Hey,
who knows?
that's what we're here for.
That's
Oh, as I was bullied last week into buying a Moto Compacto on the podcast,
Did you return it?
which I
You
did.
weren't bullied.
Bullied.
very
And
bullied.
so I reached out to these guys to see what's going on. I ordered it from Honda in Hanover, I think, and I was like, "Hey, just like to know what's going on." You know, ordered this last week. I don't expect it right now. Just like any information whatsoever on where my money went. And they literally canceled the order and were like, "Hey, we had to cancel your order because we're not a Moto Compacto dealer,"
Oh, so you didn't even have to cancel it.
which is bullshit because you can just order them from any parts Honda guy. But anyhow,
Can I ask, did you reorder it?
I got a guy that's talking to a guy that's going to kill a guy and get me one.
I can confirm he was making phone calls
His
as
name
soon as he
Tony?
got here.
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
There's multiple Tonys
Is he
involved.
Is he in waste management?
Yeah. Dude, it's I think there's gonna be a run on those little fuckers if I'm being serial. Like, because I know the Acura dealer down the street's gonna get one, and I called them like, yeah, call back in a couple weeks, we'll have them in stock. Like, probably not for long, but but it is dumb.
How much?
It is dumb money
$60.
for a stupid thing. What are you guys? Are you guys entering raffles right now?
No, I'm literally buying tickets to Shane Gillis right now.
Oh,
He
really?
just released his tour dates today.
Nice.
And he's only playing Boston.
Yeah, he's doing 3 shows in Boston. So
Nice.
I snoozed in a thing way earlier. Now it just reminded me.
It's happened.
It reminded me.
Yeah, happens to the best of us,
think-
buddy.
10 hours later, after I snoozed it. Hey, by the way, you snoozed this.
Yeah. God damn it. Oh shit. The old 10-hour
At a
snooze.
totally helpful
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old overnight. Yeah. So that's a Moto Compacto update. So it's been canceled, and I had in my notes no update, and then I got the update.
So
Yeah.
you know what? I wonder. It probably won't take too long to get back to me. Let me ask Ricky where he's getting his from.
Yeah, see if Ricky can get me on that list. Katie's gonna get me on a list too. So it's like everything. It's like an economy of scarcity. We're talking about cameras, digital cameras, and how it's impossible to get some of these Fujifilm joints.
You bring a-
Rolexes are the same way.
You bring
like,
a gun to a toy drive, you're going to be on another list.
yeah, dude. Every list.
It'll be
Every list.
checking them all off.
All right.
Also, wanted to big shout out to everybody who came by for the donut meet this past
Ooh, I had
Sunday.
that.
Oh,
one
I
of my
heard that
callbacks.
was sick.
It was awesome. Everybody filled the lot. A lot of cool cars were there. Everybody brought the donuts as well.
Thank God. Because last time we had a real rough donut turnout.
We had so many donuts left over. I gave some to some of your employees, and they were super grateful.
What were they doing here?
They go there every day. Not on Sunday. I left them for the next day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They must have loved that. Dude.
I left
Hear
a
that
little
say.
note. He texted me about it because I'm like, hey, these aren't from like 3 days ago. This was just from yesterday. Feel free to eat them if you want. If not,
Paradise,
whatever.
dude.
And he was like, this is so good.
They had 100 donuts from all over the state.
Yeah.
From all
Yeah,
over
literally
New England.
all over New England. We had
crazy.
donuts from
Yeah, Josh, where did you
Connecticut,
pick him up from?
New York.
I heard you got Moz.
I got Moz.
New Bedford Moz.
I got New Bedford Moz. I so much so I placed the order the day before.
It's magnificent.
I had to. Yep.
Bedford
stay-
Moz blew me away.
New
If I
Bedford
stay
Moz will
longer.
fuck you up.
If I stay longer, I'll bring him again next weekend.
Oh hell yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's
Listen.
next door to me. Fall Riv.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Dude,
that-
that place is unbelievable.
That's it. So you live here, live somewhere else.
So initially from Fall River, Mass, born and raised.
Yeah.
Classic.
Family's from Portugal, so definitely like classic. They're all Azorian.
Mhm.
I live in Atlanta right now, so I moved there 2 years ago, June 1st.
Chuck and I were just in Atlanta.
We were just in Atlanta.
Really?
Is it a cool place?
It's dope. I love living there. It's just like Providence, but like you can't walk anywhere.
But
Close.
gigantic.
That's fair.
Atlanta was a big ass city. I didn't expect it to be
It's
so big.
huge. Like you can like so I live Midtown. I live on 17th.
Okay.
No one rob me, please.
Fair enough.
I don't know. It's just like it's cool. I just wish I didn't have to use my car for living in the city.
To get everywhere. Well, public transportation just sucks.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like I spend a lot of time in New York City. I have spent a lot of time in New York City over the past few years. I'm there all the time. Pretty much lived there at one point. So it's just like having that and then going to Atlanta. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
what's wrong with this place?
That's the best.
But the roads are fun. Like the mountains are beautiful. Like we have probably, not for nothing, like unarguably the best driving roads in the eastern hemisphere of the U.S.
No way.
Is over there. I mean, you have
We
Blue
messed up.
Ridge, you have Wolfspin Gap, which is up in Helen. I mean, Helen itself is a trip. I don't know. There's just so much stuff out there that just like as an automotive enthusiast, like it's dope. Like it doesn't snow out there.
Yeah.
Like it gets cold. Like if you're on PS4s or just like Cup 2s, like don't take your car out. But like I don't know if you're on summers like me, I keep my summers on year round and I'm cool.
Yep.
So
Dude, that's amazing.
yeah, it's a
That's
dope
awesome.
See, we learn more about Atlanta
Yeah,
every
I
show.
mean, we were there, and him and I were both like, man, this looks like a
Atlanta
pretty
was
cool
sick.
place.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Damn.
We were there for business, which sucks.
I mean,
Alright.
like, we're there for an equivalent of like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cool.
it was quick. But
We didn't get to do a lot, but we stayed in Buckhead. We kind of bumped around a
Jeez,
bit.
Buckhead sucks. I'm sorry.
See?
Damn, I'm sorry you guys got to experience
we know.
that. That blows.
You were near a mall, right?
It's
Was
near
there a
malls,
mall?
buddy.
Oh, you were near Lennox. That's
No, we stayed at, we were told not to go to the Lennox Mall.
Yeah, no, that place is awful. And Buckhead Village is a wannabe Rodeo Drive.
So that's where we got lunch.
That's correct.
That's where we got lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So this
Lunch
is
was great though.
this is
Yeah, lunch was good.
this is great like Iranian like fusion French place.
Come on.
It's called Lebanouche. It was probably right by where you guys are staying. Next time you're in town,
Kids, I missed out on Middle Eastern food. That's fucked. I love Middle Eastern food so
dude,
much,
that whole
dude.
town is filled with so much culture and diversity. Like it's incredible.
Not in Buckhead.
It's no.
No, it was, dude. It was a ton of fun.
So
nonetheless.
what is not to kind of totally derail it from a car podcast, but what are like the cool neighborhoods in Atlanta?
Yeah, I will tell you right off the bat.
Let's go.
Old Fourth Ward. So that's where MLK Jr., Dr. King. That's where he grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Deemed as a national park. So all the homes are preserved from the 60s.
No
from
way.
From his block, at least.
That's sick.
They were all turned into subsidized, affordable housing for low-income families. It's a beautiful neighborhood. The neighborhood around it is also incredible, so it's still considered Old Fourth. Then it goes into Inman Park, which is another beautiful area. Love it there. I'm actually looking for a place over there. There's this cool thing called the Beltline. That's like a, what's that thing in Manhattan? That giant High Line. You know what I'm talking
In
about?
New York? Yeah.
Yeah. So think of the High Line, but like in Atlanta, but it's not a bridge. It's just ground level.
Okay.
So like that whole
So it's like
neighborhood-
it's like a cool like park kind of streets on both sides.
No, it's only walking. It's like it's
Oh shit. Okay.
constantly filled with people. It's
Cool.
dope. Yeah, they transformed it into a walkable area. They're doing that whole thing around the city right now. It's called the Beltline. It's cool. It's a whole project. It's dope.
Yeah. So we missed out on everything.
Yeah. No, you
Sure.
definitely did. I think what you guys would enjoy the most is
We had to go to the convention center and the
damn,
convention center,
that sucks. Jeez.
and then the airport. So
Yeah.
Those are the worst parts of the city, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like EAV, East Atlanta Village, reminds me of Providence. Like exactly.
Really?
It's wild, filled with like just young and eccentric people. Like everyone dresses crazy in a good way. Like it's a really, really cool pocket of Atlanta because you still have old school Atlanta there, and you have all the transplants there too. So and it's just a clash of worlds and it's complete madness. But like it's so
I like
much
that.
fun.
Sick.
It's
Like
really,
that.
really
Sounds like a
cool.
party.
Yeah.
We'll end up back there in a year or two, I'm sure.
Here,
through.
I don't want to blow this up, so you can read it.
What am I reading? Oh God, who was it from?
But yeah, I've been to Atlanta
Oh,
a few times for
okay.
work, and I was like, this place is super cool. It's definitely like
It's dope.
it's a place you visit some place and you're like, it's cool to visit, not for me to live here. But Atlanta was one of the places where like I could see it.
I
Makes
knew
sense
the
to
guy
me.
who owned that place. I went to high school with him. Should probably hit
You
him.
can
up.
get a Moto Compacto.
For future reference, best wings in the city, Magic City.
Wings, Magic City. I've heard Magic City.
Yeah, I've heard of Magic City as well.
Monday night wings. That's,
Monday night
that's-
wings?
That's where we want to go.
Yeah.
Also expensive as hell to even walk into that place. It costs $40 just to walk through the doors.
It's like what's the face in the strip club in Vegas, the famous one there. That's a ton of money as well.
Oh,
It's like
Crazy
diamond-
Horse.
I've only been to
Whatever.
Vegas.
Yeah, it's whatever the big one is there.
Interesting. Cool. Vegas, not my cup of tea. I went there
No,
for work.
Oh,
and I
Vegas
was just
sucks, dude.
Vegas sucks.
Here's a callback to
Vegas sucks. We have a listener who's wrote us how Vegas doesn't suck. Didn't someone write us a
Yeah,
whole thing
they
about
did.
Vegas doesn't suck?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure it doesn't if you live there, maybe. But it sucks.
so one thing with Vegas, and this is kind of F1 related. I don't know if you've seen this.
Mhm.
All of the pedestrian walkways
Yep.
anywhere near where the racetrack is,
They put the vinyl on the wrong side.
so you can't see it.
America.
No, they put the vinyl on the wrong side.
Nice.
They put the vinyl on the inside, where the pedestrians are, and you can just
Capitalism.
peel it right off.
Right, which everybody is doing
Yeah.
all the time.
Wait,
What do
so
they do?
all the walkways that cross the main strip,
Yeah.
it's all glass walls.
Yeah.
So they covered it all with white vinyl,
Like
so you
frosted
can't
vinyl.
see through it.
So why?
Because
you
this way you
can't see
can't get
the
a free
race.
ticket to the race.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
But they put it on the inside.
You're having it in the middle of a major city,
So they put it on the
and then trying
inside.
to screw people out of seeing it.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
that's amazing. Right?
I mean, they're
amazing.
they're even going as far as any hotel rooms with window viewing, like
way.
upscale. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're upping the price
Big,
of
big
the room,
money.
and yeah,
Oh, I mean, yeah, Vegas is probably out of control price wise. Yeah, I get that.
They're gonna add like subscription fees to the rooms.
So-
yeah,
right,
you didn't
yeah.
pay the subscription.
Oh,
fee. We're
yeah,
gonna
you
lock
want
your
to? Yeah,
window
it's
out.
probably at least half price to not face.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So,
that's
but
crazy.
my favorite is like, okay, you guys want to do this, but no one thought far enough that hey, we've put the vinyl on the outsides.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah. So it's on the
they can't
inside. So
take
you
it
just
down.
peel it right off.
dude, like
There's videos of people just like walking and just peeling all
Yeah,
of it
good
off.
for them.
scraping it, pulling
them.
it, yeah. And I mean, this is where how far
Dude,
away?
it's on
we're,
fucking-
we're- it's
It
this
is-
weekend, right?
It is this weekend. It is
I don't have a
4
problem
days
with
away.
charging tickets, but it's on public fucking streets.
It's on a public road.
Like if you live anywhere in that state, you're
Yeah.
paying for this.
Yeah, they don't do this in Monaco.
Of course not.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There's only Illuminati living in Monaco, though.
And F1 drivers.
Yeah. Also Illuminati.
But yeah, it's
That's wild.
hey, it's
Yeah,
what the
but
kids
have
say out of pocket.
Yeah.
That is out of pocket.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
It is
say
out of
fuck
pocket.
the man on that one. Peel
Yeah.
that shit, baby.
Peel it, baby. Let's peel it.
But-
Oh God.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Let's break
Yeah.
the glass.
if you're out there and you listen to Revival, give us a story.
Yeah, give us a story.
Show us your peel.
Show me your peel.
Show us your give us your best peel. Bringing it back to the donut meat, in my opinion, best one all year.
That's great.
Josh, we have to pick a winner. Now I have someone in mind.
Okay.
I want to know where you're at.
Picking a winner, they're going to meet.
I thought I had somebody in mind.
My
Hold on.
winner to me.
Yep.
I'll put it out there. You can
it out
disagree,
there.
agree, whatever you want. No one really brought you anything, so you don't have
No,
any
no,
bribery.
I wasn't
no
paid
prize.
off.
But
I wasn't paid
Wow.
off.
to me,
everybody
the
fucked
winner
up.
was dog pizza.
Yeah.
Dog pizza.
Dog
So-
pizza
Dog pizza just wins
drives.
generally.
I mean, it's like a 5-hour drive.
Yep.
He gets here on time. First
Yep.
off, 5 hours.
Yeah.
Late, gets here on time.
Yeah.
It would be
He
less
shows
than
up.
everybody else.
He shows up in his Chevy van, LS swapped. He's got a motorcycle inside of it, and then like a mini pit bike hanging off the back of it.
Yeah. That not only did, do you know what he did to the pit bike?
He sprayed it with WD-40,
He sprayed the entire thing down with WD-40 because he didn't want any road grime sticking to
and
it.
it was snowing where he lived.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
But meanwhile, he drove here, and it was 70 degrees here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
So
he's
hands down
yeah.
for me.
Pretty sure he's coming back for the toy drive as well. Let that be a lesson to all you out there.
We can just give him the box then.
Yeah.
That's true.
But no, I concur. I
Yeah.
agree.
So-
100%.
Champion.
Alec, each of our donut meets, we tried picking a winner.
Yeah.
A wiener?
A wiener.
Wiener.
Furthest traveled, best car, whoever brought Josh the coolest thing, whatever, best donuts they brought, whatever it might be.
Yeah, something.
So, in my opinion, this
I mean,
year,
it's pretty tough because we had Mike FNY come down as well.
Mike.
And
First
it-
off, Mike came up.
Mike came up, but he
I
worked
love Mike.
dog
FNY,
pizza came
dude.
over.
he worked
Yeah.
the system because he basically like sold a set of wheels in our lot, bought a Thule in our lot, and then like
Paid,
sold some.
paid the woman $70 to drive it to us.
Right, dude. He was he basically this was
You got
this-
those wheels? He was talking to me about those
yeah,
wheels.
this was like a central hub for just all of his transactions that day, and he was listening. I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
What did he
This is
buy?
perfect. Wheels, roof box. A bunch
Yeah.
of
He wanted
stuff.
wheels, but he needed a roof box to bring him home, so he bought them both.
Right.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he paid $100 extra, $70 extra for somebody to come here and just
What a
meet him
fucking
from like
resourceful
Worcester
Mike
or
FNY's
something.
no joke, dude.
Yeah, yeah, it was wonderful.
Damn. What a character.
That guy is a character.
He's definitely a character. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Great character.
B5, S4 Avant,
Dope.
Nagaro Blue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Unbelievable.
car is
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Don't tell
One
me
of the
what's
best.
on. What's on for wheels?
You know what? I don't even know what wheels he
LMs?
bought.
I don't even know what he's got right now. Yeah.
Who won best wiener though?
You didn't show up, bud.
Damn it!
Could've
Could have
been.
won.
Yeah, you could have. You
Could
had
have
that in
been
the.
somebody.
You had that in the bag if you would have showed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that ain't right.
I'm calling
Um,
the cops.
I had it in the box.
I'm calling the
I'm,
cops.
I'm calling police.
I'm 16.
You gotta go.
This man exposed himself to me.
Yeah, overall, great weekend.
Yeah. It was awesome. Especially everybody still had their cars out. Thankfully, the weather held up. I mean,
Held
it was
up.
70 degrees
Burned
and,
right
and
off.
sunny. It was it burned off. Yeah, everything burned
He
off.
has OC Super Turismos on the B5 wagon.
Damn. I got to meet
Thanks,
this
Matt
guy.
Wiley.
A great looking car.
I got to meet this guy.
But yeah, it to come out strong in November, we truly appreciate it.
Well, boys, I missed that meet because I was in the great state of Texas,
Deep in the heart of Texas.
deep in the
as
heart
they-
in Dallas
as
for
they
Dallas.
say.
one of my friends' weddings. Dallas actually rocks pretty hard. If Austin didn't exist, I think people talk about it a lot more. But Austin
Yeah.
really fucking fucks. So
Dallas, I feel, is like that's where the big business is.
a lot of cowboy hats in Dallas, boys.
Yeah,
A
oil.
lot of
Did you
cowboy
buy one?
hats.
Barons, if you will.
My wife told me it'd be disrespectful if I wore a cowboy hat to the
Would
wedding.
it be culturally
Of
insensitive?
a bunch of Texas people. So I thought it'd be hilarious because obviously I'm not from Texas. And I was wearing a
Wait.
tuxedo,
So you didn't have one of those like
bolo
metal-
ties.
Yeah, I can see you wearing
That's
it.
embracing the culture.
That's-
I know,
Yeah.
dude.
Respect.
Appropriation.
Your buddy gets married, just walk up to him. You like my fucking hat, dude?
What do you think, bud?
You like my hat, kid?
So, anyways, I went there. I rented a Tesla because I've been renting Teslas from AVs constantly. I literally get to the front. I get there. My name's not on the board. I'm like, uh-oh, there's something going on here. Get in the. You can like choose it on the app, and it's not showing me a Tesla, and it's like, hey, we'll upgrade you to this Chrysler 300 for free. Like,
Damn, what an upgrade.
that's not an upgrade.
V8?
No.
Gold package?
That
Uh,
sucks.
So I'm standing in line, and the person in front of me is like, there's no one at the counter. And the guy in front of me is like, yeah, I'm waiting. I rented a Tesla. It's not here. I'm like, oh, boy, this isn't good for me. Person behind me is like, yeah, I rented a Tesla, too. Not here. Like, okay. Look through the app. There is a Genesis G80 full electric on the app that I can rent for $50 more a day,
Yeah.
which I was going to argue with, but
Is
nobody.
this like a car, an SUV? What is
it's
this
a
thing?
car. It's a long car. If
Sure,
only
can we get
someone could
photo-
bring it up.
Can we get photos?
So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to argue. I just want to be out of here.
Yeah.
So whatever. I rent this Genesis G80. I pull up to it. It's like a, it's like a space. What do you?
I now it's a mouse.
mouse is going insane.
It's basically a space Hyundai.
Did you bring that?
It's like a bunch of. It's a. It's just like a collage of a bunch of different elements from other cars.
What is it?
Genesis
Genesis
G80 electric.
These things are dope. I really like these.
Yeah, I don't mind how spacey it is, but there's just a bunch of elements you look at it, you're like, oh, that's like an S class. That's this. That's
okay.
that.
All right. Yeah.
MSRP is 80 grand.
Okay, so that we're gonna get to that.
That's big fish.
So the car was all right, but
What,
then I
what
found
color
out
was it? I'm sorry.
it was silver, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I found out it was $80,000. So it has 365 horsepower, which for 80 grand ain't great, and it has
Bit of a dog.
516 torque though. So from the line, I constantly just hammer it. The range was like 230 or 40 miles.
So it's twice the price of.
But it was only charged to 80. You know how they only charge them to 80 unless you're going on
Yeah.
a long trip. So it was doing that.
EPA estimated range of 282.
Yeah, it wasn't as fast as like a Model Y. Stereo was okay. It was more like
How was the UI?
oh, yeah, that was dog shit.
Did it have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay?
And it did have Android Auto. You had to plug in for it, so I used
fine.
that obviously. Actually the cooling seats on it were out of control. Trying to charge a non-Tesla electric car because I haven't run into this yet.
Yeah.
So this thing, I had to use the GPS on. I was using the GPS on the car to find it because it had a little tracker. Dude, it sent me to like Brinks headquarters. I pull up this. You just plug it in. And it's like, okay, it's charging at 6 kilowatts.
Good,
See
good.
in 10 and a half hours.
Good,
I'm like,
good. It can't even charge a cell phone.
dude, my laptop would have charged in 3 hours on that thing. So then it sends me to another free one, also 6K. I'm like, this is crazy. So go Android Auto, type in whatever, electric charger, and it's like, oh, go to this Chase Bank a half mile down the
Yeah.
street. It's 120 kilowatt charger. It charged that thing from like, I think I wrote it down. Where was that? I was at, oh God. I think I was at low. I went from maybe 60 miles left to 210 miles in 20 minutes, and it cost me $24.
So this says feature spotlight, complimentary fast charging. We've teamed up with Electrify America
Good luck finding that shit.
to provide electrified G80 owners with 3 years of complimentary 30-minute DC fast charging.
Well, I
sessions.
understand that I was in Texas, so I'm in oil country. You know what I mean?
Right,
so there's not
right.
going to be a bunch of infrastructure for this stuff. And I had admit at the beginning, I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to charge it. I'm going to get this as low as I can and return it. And mileage anxiety got me. I was at 60 miles. I had 1 day left. I was like, I go to the wedding tonight, back tomorrow. But then if we want to go somewhere, I might be pushing it to get to the airport because everything's far away in Texas.
Yeah.
So I did end up charging it, but it definitely sucked compared to like the Tesla, which is like, yeah, what block are you on? We get superchargers everywhere.
Yeah.
But you know, that's renting a Tesla in LA. I didn't see a ton of them there.
$24. Just buy a fucking Civic, dude.
No doubt.
You could have filled the tank on a Civic.
Yeah, if only there was some kind of like energy dense liquid I could fill the car with.
Yeah. On planet Earth.
Perhaps something that you could just get
In 4.5 minutes.
that's very attainable on every corner.
But I mean, it was like, I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have one in Texas.
How was the
Here it'd be fine. The interior for $80,000, like the interior was lacking.
Okay, that's what I was
It
going
did
to
have a
ask.
massage seat. Was funny. One of them was called a pelvic stretch, which I was fucking all about. I was like, who the fuck names it pelvic stretch?
That
It's
guy
so-
was getting a pelvic stretch down at the bay tonight.
Dude, just say hip something.
Yeah.
Pelvic
What's that?
stretch.
Thoracic.
Kegel toucher.
Yeah, the old Kegel toucher.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 5 Series size.
So my thing.
Every
with the
valet guy was
Genesis-
like, this thing's full electric. I've never seen one of these. I'm like, I guess so, dude. I don't see any place to put gas.
my thing with these Genesis is, they photograph better than they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they photograph really well.
You know, so like you can
I agree.
appreciate that.
I
so like,
agree.
because like some of those photos he had pulled up looked unreal, and then you get to it and you're like, oh, it's still.
It's a bit.
It's like a billboard with vents.
It's a bit thick and lumpy in real life, you know.
Especially the interior, like the interior photographs, like it's like a Maybach.
Yep. Yeah. It's not.
But it does. If photographs,
Yeah,
like
like
it's,
a base 5 Series is about the same levels interior. Now the screens and stuff are pretty,
Yeah.
like the way they do them, but like I don't know if the leather's leather. It's not very nice.
Yeah.
Like the massaging seat stuff is like massaging seats from a decade ago. Like it's just they're behind in that, but for $80,000, man, you can get a lot of car.
yeah.
All
And
I'm saying
I know
is-
comparing used car prices and new car prices, not apples to apples, but like for $80,000 used, you can get
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. You get 2 2-year-old 7 Series that are nicer than this car. So
that car does look like something Optimus Prime squeezed out of its ass. It's just long.
dude, people look
juicy.
at it. People look at it all the time. And as I said, a couple people were asking about the electric, which I didn't know much about it. It makes space noises when you're going slow, which is cool. And
For
backing
80
up.
grand though, you can have a really cool 2-car solution.
Shook for $8,000 with your 2-car solution.
Yeah, let's get Shook's 80 grand.
Everybody knows, dude.
What is
10th
it?
Gen Type R, Honda
Okay.
Fit.
What are you doing with
You're at $40,000.
Yeah, what are you doing with the
Yeah,
rest?
you can still you can mod them both for the rest. If you want to get crazy, you could buy a sick diesel truck
Fair.
or a sick truck. You can get a Maverick
You could.
and a Type R.
There you go.
All right.
It definitely like. I mean, I'm a sucker for Tesla. And I'm like, I have a ton of Tesla stock, right? So I'll defend them till the
Shill.
day I die.
Total
Tesla
shill.
But like, it didn't feel as fucking weird and futury as a Tesla does, because it still had like the transmission tunnel, and I'm like, what the fuck is in the under the hood? So I popped the hood, and it's just the electric motor shit and battery shit. I'm like,
It's not covered?
Did you touch anything?
no, it's just under the hood, just hanging out,
What color
That
was
was
the
terrible.
interior?
black.
Okay.
the
Because if
valve
it
cover
was
color?
there's a black on black interior, that looks fine.
I mean, it was fine. I just didn't think it was $80,000, but everything's expensive now. So
Two-tone brown, that looks fine. There is a green/white.
oh, that would have done it for me.
That sounds interesting.
That's a hard in.
It's interesting.
Let's see it.
You need me to pull
Yeah.
that up?
Yeah, please pull
we
that up.
definitely do.
Pull it up.
That sounds different.
Jamie, pull that up for
I
me.
keep grabbing this stupid foam thing instead of the
Dude.
mouse.
Maybe that's why it wasn't working.
Like this. What the fuck?
Dude, I thought it was like 50, 60 grand. And I was like, this is a pretty good car.
50, 60 grand.
At 60 grand, I could see it.
80K is a
80?
fucking load of money,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a shit ton.
What is it? White green interior?
Yeah, it's. I got it right here, but
Oh.
Oh,
actually, yeah. There's the.
I fuck with that.
That's a terrible photo, but go down to that other one.
Photo looks like
Okay,
you just
yeah, bottom left.
he had the wrong filter.
Yeah,
on the
bottom
camera.
left. There you go.
That's tan.
It looks
that's
cheesy.
fun. That's sick.
No, that's
What are you
pretty dope.
talking about?
This
Is
is
that
green.
cheesy?
That looks
What?
black.
All right, taste
That's
is
cement.
subjective.
That's cement. What you're looking
Okay.
at? Yeah, that's
It
CB.
looks like,
uh,
you know, when the lowriders like scribe everything.
Yeah, see, like that picture
I told you, dude.
makes it look like an LC 500 or something, where
and
it's just like the
photographs,
spaceship.
Insane.
The steering wheel
Actually,
looks like
right.
it's
not
not
a
That
spaceship.
that exterior picture right there. No,
Exterior.
I can't even say it. There you go. Right there. Third one in. Right hand side. Down one. There you go. That makes it look way more
From a distance, that's what it looks like.
elegant.
From a distance.
10 feet. 10 feet.
Dude, oh, with the 5 spokes, there was one right in the middle.
I want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
it. I want to see it with
Damn,
TEs
that
on
was-
it.
If you slam this thing on its face,
Oh,
it would
sure.
look sick.
Sign me up.
Absolutely
Not
sick.
for 80K though.
I
Not
like.
for 80K.
I like the front
I
end.
could buy a lot of R32.
You do like the front end?
Yeah,
I don't. It looks like a shield.
that's why I like it.
It looks very Chrysler-esque.
As you're around it more, you start to like it less. The front end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. When I first got it, I was like, Joe, this thing's sick. It looks like a fucking spaceship. And then like 2 days in, when I was charging it or whatever, I was like,
This thing's stupid.
thing
It
looks
looks like a
fucking crazy.
spaceship.
It's like
Go.
the opposite of the G80, like M3.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, face only a mother could love.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like, you know what? I kind of like it.
can
That's
get
called
into it.
Stockholm syndrome on that thing, though.
That G80 that was going around SEMA looked pretty sick, dude.
So, anyways, yeah, I literally rented. I was like $50 a day, whatever. It'll be content for the podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. It
Right
was
off.
yeah. The gas starts at 54K. Well, I still wouldn't want it, but,
Which is yeah.
but yeah, that's correct. If that electric thing was like 50, 60 grand, I'd be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. It's a cool entry into this market. Like it's cooler. It's weirder than the Teslas.
Wait, what does it come with for an engine at 54 grand? Probably like a 2-liter turbo.
I think it's a 1-cylinder.
1-liter turbo.
It's a 2-stroke 1-cylinder.
Let me see. Where's the performance?
Reps at
Powertrain.
19. Yeah.
2.5T
That was close.
at 54.
Yeah, Papa. There you go.
What do you get for horsepower?
3.5T at 64.
What's up with the 3.5T? That must have a little bit of the old HPs. Although sometimes these,
It's not
these
worth it
Genesis
anymore.
guys
It's not worth anymore for 10 grand for, whoa, an extra T.
get
It'll
an
be
extra
worth
T.
5 in 3 years.
I think this car is probably worth $5,000
You'll
immediately.
see GV80s at takeovers in 2 years.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'd rather drive the E36 convertible out there, okay?
Yeah, no, that's not true.
2.5 liter inline 4 turbo GDI. 8-speed automatic trans.
All right. I don't know what was happening with the trans on this. It might have had one, might have not.
Yeah, I'm good. I go
Oh,
with
you know what?
36.
What I can't live without an electric car, and it's fucking me up driving my car now. It's got like the one pedal driving. It's the best thing ever.
Oh, the go kart.
Yeah.
Huh.
The problem with this one pedal driving, wildly inconsistent when you let off the pedal. If you're going
That
decently
sounds like it's
fast,
perfect. It's
it
great.
slows down pretty hard. If you're just rolling, it's like you let off the pedal, like, hey, stop! And it just doesn't. It just so yeah. I wish that was a little more consistent. The paddle shifters controlled the regenerative braking.
What?
So if it was all the way up, it was like pretty heavy when you let off the throttle. All the way down, it would coast. And there was a little meter, so there was like the charge meter here. And when I first got in the car, it looked like a gas meter, but that was a regenerative braking meter,
Wow, that's
which it says nowhere in the fucking manual.
okay. How was
You
that?
Google
while
it or
driving?
what?
As far as I would just keep it cranked and just use it as a brake.
No, like I mean, would you ever just like get confused? Like, was it? Did you have to think about it? Was it? Just,
No, because I just wouldn't use the pedal. I wouldn't use them for shit,
All
you
right,
know.
interesting.
But it was I mean, when I think about it, it was a cool place to have it because like maybe you're on the highway and you want to coast a little bit as opposed to you're in the city, you could pop it up. It's probably not the best place to put it, but I think this thing was really taking a lot of the stuff for the gas car and being like, well, we got paddles there, fuck it, use it for this.
Just
you know?
reusing it, yeah.
Which, like you said, like the transmission tunnel and like a lot of the other things that like.
Well, that's what gets me down about cars that were obviously built as not electric cars that have a bunch of stuff where like you could have a lot of space.
Yeah.
Every now and then you're just like, well, yeah, what's going through this? Nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't know that.
Empty.
Audi does it too. That's
Yeah, Matt Wood. He works at Audi. He always one. He's just full of knowledge.
But it
of
was
anything
pretty
and everything.
accurate. Like
But-
like when it said you had 220 miles, I probably got all that out of it.
Matt's tism is cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a
Nice.
cartism.
Big cartism.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool.
He's like an accurate Wikipedia.
In Texas is
Yeah,
Texas,
he's got footnotes that are cited, dude.
Texas is cool
Every
dude.
time.
I like
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah, and then I don't think anything else
When
happened
he
out
says
there.
something and you don't agree, I always think of that meme where it's the guy like, you know what I mean? Because he's right.
yeah.
If I say some shit, he's like, "No, it's this." I'm like, "Fuck you, Matt."
Dallas is just Lamborghinis everywhere.
Is
Not
it
not all the time, but like
big money? out
you're
there?
gonna see one when you're out there. I think so. It seemed it.
Oil
There are
money.
enough Lamborghinis for me to be like, all right, there's more money here than at home.
Especially like Fort Worth area for sure.
Yeah. I heard it gets real fucking wild out there, dude.
Really?
Spent quite a few times out. Spent quite a bit of time out there. So yeah, it's pretty common.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we like went to a steakhouse and like this wild like Miami blue Lambo parked outside, and obviously they just stack up like the Bentleys and you know that kind of stuff like in front of the hotel. You know,
Genesis
something
G80
ridiculous.
right there.
I was like, hey, leave this fucking thing running. Just kidding, it's always on. I parked around back, but
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you don't park my
oh, you know what it
Honda Fit
had? It
out
had a
front,
key fob, which I swear to God had nothing to do with the car. It locked it unlocked, but it had an engine start button.
Yeah.
It had a button that had a picture of the car going in reverse with a park symbol and a picture of the car going forward with the park symbol. Couldn't get him to do anything. I was like, is this going to back out of the
You
spot
think
by
they
itself?
disable that for like the rental customers?
I hope so, but
Insurance
why would it have a
reasons?
start engine button? It doesn't. It's
Isn't the unlock also the start engine button?
fuck knows, dude. Maybe it runs the AC or something.
yeah,
I don't
that's-
know.
gets
It
the-
does. It didn't, by the way. It
Oh.
didn't do anything.
The voice.
Jordan in the chat, the $5. The voices in my head won't stop. God bless.
What are they
Big
telling
shouts to
you?
Jordan.
Hey, you can fix that
Big
now.
shouts to
SSRIs, buddy. All I got is paddock talk besides that.
I got stuff with Shook. Shook,
Yes.
why'd they try stealing your Honda?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they tried
dude.
to steal
They're
your
after
Honda?
me. The ops be gunning for me.
Who is the? Yeah, first off, who
It
is
ain't
they?
busting for real. For real.
One, who are the ops,
I don't know.
and why are they trying to catch you lacking?
I don't know, but
Well, first of all,
Wait, are you getting gang stalked?
I've
I've read about this.
my deep thought on that is imagine getting put on a T-shirt over a 2009 SI. You know what I'm saying? Because if I catch him, chitty chitty bang bang. You know what I'm saying?
Sending you to heaven.
So how did you know they were trying to steal your car?
Because I woke up to my neighbor letting me know my door was wide open, and when I checked the ignition cylinder, well, there's a valet key in it.
That's not your valet key.
It was absolutely my valet key. They found it in their armrest.
Why do you have
Now-
a valet key in the
Wow.
car?
Wow, that is.
The reason why
There's
it's
an
in the
ism there,
car,
dude.
the reason why it's in the car is because 3 weeks ago, I disabled the valet keys with Flash Pro, and I tested it. They are disabled.
Oh.
So
But
why
you just
either-
never
You
took the
bamboozled
key.
them.
Wait,
I
is-
did.
Is your car a trap car, dude?
I got trap keys.
I bet
Yeah.
they were in the car and
Dude,
went.
are you
what?
looking for
Oh
a
no,
skull?
foiled again.
I actually have 3 dummy keys in the
Hold
car.
on.
Two
Are you looking for an
that
excuse
car.
to take a life?
Yeah, but
That's
why-
not good, dude. That's
why-
not good.
Yeah, but why even like tempt
Jesus,
fate?
dude.
Huh?
Why
I just
even
wonder how it
tempt fate?
feels.
I got full coverage. You know?
Do you know you won't when that
You know what
happens?
this has sounded like?
Trap car?
He tried having his car stolen.
I wish.
I got
He tried to have his
a buddy
car
you can talk to.
Yeah, you tried having your car stolen. It failed.
No, I didn't.
I
But
think he's trying to feel.
I don't.
A narcissist.
No,
I
it
don't
means,
think you
yeah.
would post that if you did.
no, I have it up for sale.
Yeah.
Why would I try and sell it if I wanted to?
Because you put it up for everybody knows you put it
You
up
just
for a
said
high
you
price.
have full coverage.
It gets
I do.
stolen. You
I
get the
made
price.
sure that I did after it almost got
Before
stolen.
you tried having to get it stolen?
After.
I think
I said,
I think he's trying to
Do
kill
you,
somebody.
do you feel as if do you feel as if you're being targeted?
You know, after when I watched the footage of them stealing the cat, I did then.
Yep.
It was only my car that they jacked up and stole the cat from. I guess in that scenario, it's a one and go.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
aren't those Hondas? Don't they specifically have like a bunch of cool stuff like platinum, gold, and diamonds in the catalytic converter?
No.
No, well, my bad.
No,
And, like,
there's
you-
a Prius in my lot, and those apparently are expensive.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't target just your wheels.
Nobody wants aftermarket
So here's
wheels.
the weird thing. They went through all my shit.
Yeah,
And
How do you think they got in?
Did it
Just
take
pop
anything?
the door?
I
That's
don't
fucking
know if
amazing.
the door was unlocked or they popped it.
Come on.
I honestly don't
jeez.
know. I
Hey,
can't.
if the door's unlocked, I'm with Corey. 100%. You're trying to have a
Dude,
car stolen.
if the car was unlocked, you're leaving keys inside of it.
Yeah,
So-
but we don't want to stop this segment.
I don't know if the door was locked because I can't confirm. I don't remember locking it.
What's your address?
How do you not? I am so neurotic about locking my car.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Chuck must have me 1,000 times on cameras, walking halfway across our parking lot to walk, and then turning around and going back to my car to make sure I
I do
locked
that
it.
too. So but I can't.
Watch that before I fall
I
asleep.
can't remember.
1,000 of them.
I can't remember.
You watched me kick down that door.
Yeah, dude. That's the funniest thing that's ever happened.
Wait, you kicked out a door
Oh, I fucking kicked down a door.
recently?
No, 3 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Damn.
Do you still have that footage?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd
for
love
sure.
to see that.
I'll bring it next week.
Some Thundercats, dude.
Actually,
no,
I might have it in my thing.
I literally just don't remember the last time I had driven it before that and locking the door because I was driving the 36.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they left. Dude, they went through the glove box, the center console, and
Did you keep your piece in there?
I
too?
had brought no. I had
No, it's
brought
just his wallet.
I had brought the title. I didn't. Everything was out of the car. So I had brought the title home for the 36, and it was in the glove box. And I was gonna bring it inside, and I forgot. They literally pulled it out of the glove box and left it on the seat. So fucking thanks, but I will stop you with a extension of my body.
So,
That's
all right.
inhuman.
Well, anyway, so now you're trying to sell it. So
Sporting goods.
you're trying to sell it
on this one.
because what? Because people are trying to steal it, or because you're trying to move on to something
He's trying
else?
to sell it because it didn't get stolen.
I honestly, I don't even think insurance will give me as much as I'm asking for the car, so it doesn't really matter if it got stolen or not. But
Oh, Igor in the chat. At least your car is lockable. We all feel bad for you and your Errol Adam.
Yeah, not everyone wants a jungle gym.
Jesus.
yeah, I don't think
Dude, no one could steal that thing. I know how the key works. There's no way I could ever start that car.
it'll probably blow up before they got out of the parking lot.
They'll definitely crash it before they get out of the parking lot.
Shit.
So you're trying to sell it now.
Yeah,
Trying to move on to greener pastures.
I don't know. There's a couple things on the horizon. You know,
Big diesel truck.
I don't need a 5 or 6-speed vehicle. The Civic has solid mounts, or not solid mounts, but half
so
mounts.
dumb. That's such a dumb move.
Catback exhaust, loud. I have one to put on. Don't feel like doing it. I have to do the header. Don't feel like doing it. It needs a cat. Don't feel like doing it. I'm
So
over it.
instead of doing some maintenance stuff, you just want to sell the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understandable.
It's not maintenance.
Have a
It's
great day.
mods. I don't want to. I don't want to further mod it because it's loud inside because the mounts.
Just
Somebody
swap
else
them
who
out.
really loves Honda Civics and wants to race it. Or
You just don't
drive
love
it
the
or-
car.
Huh?
You
You
fell
just
out of
don't
love
love
with
the
it.
car.
No,
Your
I like the
modifications
car.
made you fall out of
I
love.
like the car. I'm not going to do stock mounts.
Why not?
Fuck doing that.
Why not?
Because if I do, then I'm doing the motor at the same time. I'm not doing it. If I pull any motor mount, the whole everything's coming out, and I'm
What
doing
a
everything I want
leap.
to do.
Why?
Because I want to do K24.
I got to change the oil in my truck. I'm going to swap a V12 into it. What's wrong with you?
That goes from like rolling a 2 at Monopoly to like go directly back home, collect $200.
Yeah, go fuck yourself is what it turns
Yeah,
into.
I don't know. You guys
You're gonna put a
want me to tell you,
K24 in
when
it?
I like working on cars, I like doing everything that I want to do all at once.
On your daily driver?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay.
teach their own.
That's out of pocket.
I'm
That's
not
out of
gonna
pocket.
just.
This dude's out of pocket.
When I did the clutch,
Yeah.
when I was in there doing the clutch, I literally said to myself,
I'm going to do the engine mount so I never drive this car again.
"No, they were already in the car."
No, yeah, I think he told us that originally. Like
When I did the clutch, I was
happy.
like, wow, I'm literally one motor mount away from swapping this engine. Should have bought an engine. Because I like to do everything at once and never do it the fuck again. Because nobody does shit to cars ever. Everybody's afraid to work on their own cars.
sounds like you're afraid
I'm
to
not.
work
Yeah,
on
dude,
it.
you're selling your car because you got to do an oil change.
It doesn't even need an oil change.
I
It's
don't even
fucking
change
biggest
mine.
loop of logic I've ever heard.
I just don't want to do all the work, still have solid mounts, and then it's still loud, and I still have to drive standard, and I don't want to anymore.
So in
So
the
you
best case
wanna-
scenario, if you sell the car, what are you trying to replace it with?
So there's
Oh.
two things I want.
Grandma
the
doesn't
first
wanna
thing
drive
is
standard.
I have a good lead on a cheap truck that's good
Mm-hmm.
from Nils. It needs some stuff like a bed shackle.
It's a new
or two.
engine.
You said it was good so many times, I refuse to believe it's good.
The truck is good.
I got a
the
good,
bed shackle's
good
apparently
truck, that's
not
good.
great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
all right, that
Mint
sounds good.
just needs.
Yeah,
Mint just needs. It's low mileage.
yeah, ran one parked.
100K. It's pretty low for a 05 or 06.
For
whatever
a
you said.
Ford F-150 from 1983.
Amen.
All right, so would that be efficient for you to drive around every day?
So I probably use it in the winter. I don't drive much for work. It's only 2 days a week. So yeah, I'll use it for winter and tow in the car.
Why? There we go.
All right.
And then I'll get something good on gas that also Britt can drive because her car's a piece of shit.
Why don't you give her the Honda?
She's
Did
had
you
a
ever
bad
get?
run.
Did you ever get paid for the insurance?
No, but I did hear a funny story about the lady who did hit her car.
What? She get drunk and hit another one?
She ended up doing 2 weeks in jail, and then she got out. And my neighbor was woken up to some noises outside. So he went outside to see what the hubbub was all about.
The fuss was about.
And he found her talking to herself next to his wife's Durango, and then she was licking the windows.
I would like to marry this woman.
Send me her contact
My ideal
information.
candidate.
So he goes, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "He's trying to tow your car." And he goes, "He who? You're the only one out here, you fucking psychopath." And then she fell over. He said she was wearing very unflattering underwear. Dirty, I guess he said. And then he had
Maybe
to,
it was just the color.
had to have his wife escort her back indoors. And yeah, I guess the cops are not stoked on her. And her car she had to give back to the dealership.
It's always a good move.
Like a repossession?
It wasn't a repossession. It was a
Voluntary
a
repossession?
voluntary repossession.
Gotcha.
And they paid her for it because it was for the good of probably everyone. in the world.
Mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's essentially driving a weapon.
Right. So take.
WMD is what she was driving, I guess.
You live in quite the community, buddy. There's
Very
a lot
wild.
going on. There's
Yeah,
a
it
lot
sounds like
happening.
Sunnyvale Trailer
Do you
Park.
live in the United States? Dude? Like,
I do, dude.
like, what?
Josh, you question where you live sometimes, but
I know. It's fucking Beverly Hills compared to what's happening over there.
My God.
jeez.
My God.
Okay.
Couple drive-bys every day, no big deal.
Right. Yeah. A couple pops in the air tonight,
Yeah,
but
jeez.
besides,
You know, it's weird because like the area when I first moved in was not like this. And I feel like it's coming this way.
Dude, you brought it.
I might
Yeah.
have brought it.
Yeah, I think
But-
you
as soon
brought
as
it.
I seen that Civic show up to the neighborhood, they were like, "We know."
Oh, this is it. This
We
over.
know.
It's just strange. Like, yeah, and in the next year or so, we are trying to move somewhere else. So it is what it is. But for the time being, I don't need to drive that car.
Yeah, move somewhere nice like South Central or something.
Yeah, maybe I can move down to Florida.
Compton's nice this time of year.
What were you going to say?
I have a good neighborhood story. So I don't know if you guys remember seeing this takeover video from Atlanta. It's GSP pit maneuvering like this pickup truck in the middle of an intersection, literally in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the
Went
dude getting
viral.
punched in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, by the cop.
I can see my apartment building in that video.
Nice.
That's wild.
That's like once a week occurrence.
Our takeover's a
Really?
big thing over there?
Huh?
Our takeover's a big thing over there?
Oh, yeah, it's car culture.
Yeah, beautiful.
No, it's
Okay, we don't really get it here.
It's not
No,
that
but
bad.
out there, maybe
But
that is the car culture out there.
it's-
Fortunately, it's not too much of a popular thing.
It's pretty
here.
popular. I hate to break it. It's usually like a lot of the G guys, the Charger guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to say
Listen,
that.
you,
We know.
listen, you're not breaking anything.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
No, that's a
I
given.
love those
Yeah.
cars though. Like give me a Charger or like Challenger for a year. Phew,
Yeah.
I'm in. Like
A year, though. That's it. A year and you're out?
No,
Yeah.
I want to. Are you serious?
Long term.
I think it'd be worth like $10,000 by the time I'm done. Like, but yeah, no. Fun fact. That's my neighborhood.
There you go.
That's pretty wild.
Looks like a good time.
Yeah.
It's great.
I did have one other callback from Artie Woo Cakes.
All right,
I probably. I don't. Never mind. I shouldn't have said his name.
All right. We'll
That
never
defeats the
talk
whole
We'll never
purpose.
talk about that
We
again.
can't read it.
No,
Okay. Love that.
no.
Are you on the phone?
Chick's probably on call right now. Yeah,
You
she's on
answer.
call.
You answer the phone.
Chick's in a meeting.
Just.
Hey, you know what? That's the dedication.
No, we're
this
good.
man
Yeah.
brings.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good, boys.
We're good.
I do have another callback. My
Yeah.
wife mentioned it in the chat earlier, but we are going to put up some mystery T-shirts, whatever we have left for stock. Small price on the website. You'll get your size, obviously, but whatever shirt we send is what you're
Oh,
gonna
okay,
get.
okay. So kind of like a little grab bag.
Exactly. Yeah.
grab
Mr.
bag.
Beast mystery box.
Exactly. So we'll put T-shirt, probably some stickers, miscellaneous things like that. Pickle jar, something along the lines.
I like that. Wow. You know what? We can do a callback to. Who shipped us these? I actually put them at the end of the table.
Oh
These
yes,
pint glasses here.
Trevor G. Trevor G. hit me up, looking to send us a box of some stuff
From We
And
Think Montana.
From We Think Montana. We gathered.
Beautiful Montana.
So he sent us a bunch of pint glasses, a mug, some like shot glasses, all with revival stuff etched onto the glasses. It's a very, very nice gift. He said it was a belated gift for the boys for our birthdays in October and all that good stuff. So big
beautiful.
shouts to you. Thank you very, 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 very much. We truly appreciate that kind of stuff. We're going to clean these things up. Unfortunately, a couple of them didn't make it, but we'll clean up the ones that we received, which are still plenty of them, and we'll use them here frequently.
I love to hear
I'll
that.
partake. I'll put some water in it, while the rest of the shows are going to get real hammer-faced. I'm sure.
Water.
They'll put it in their IPAs and drink themselves into oblivion.
Wow, that's deep.
Last thing I got here is Formula None this weekend.
Formula
Yes.
None.
Formula None, come check it out. 12-ounce brewing. 12% beer in North Haven, Connecticut. 8 a.m. to 12. I will be there. I don't know if any of my brethren will be, but come check it out.
Yeah.
Dobbins will be in town.
Yep.
It seems like there'll be a healthy crew of guys there to hang out with.
A
I'm
lot of dudes.
Yeah, I'm DJing Saturday night. Shout out Red Door Providence. So I
Well,
won't be there.
I'm trying to figure out my thing. Like I said, so UFC Saturday night
Yeah, dude.
starts at 10. Usually runs to about 1. Then F1 starts at 1. Usually is about 2 hours. Brings me to 3. I'm trying to leave my house at 5:30.
So we'd be in about the same. If I went, we'd be in exactly the same scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a man who's done that multiple times,
But here's
sucks.
the thing.
It sucks.
I'm in my house, so I don't need to stay up.
right.
You're out DJing, so I'd like to watch it, but if I can't, I can't. It is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Right.
There's no.
And you can always.
Also, there's no possible way you're not going to watch the whole thing. Are you fucking joking me?
No, I'll watch all of UFC. It's the F1 that might take the back burner.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I get that. I got one paddock talk thing.
Yep.
I talked about it last week. My M6 is running like a bitch.
Yeah.
running like
it
crap.
was, we
It was
were throttle
breaking up
position sensor.
all
we,
over the
we
place.
weren't quite sure.
Shook said do a throttle position sensor. I took it out of my M5, put it in that, drove around. I was like, oh, it seems smoother. And then as soon as it warmed up, started running like shit again.
Yeah.
Coolant temp sensor?
No, you know what it was? And I had it previously changed and cleaned out the barn door, like airflow sensor on it, changed the fuel filter. The only thing it could have really been then, had it been any type of hardware issue, would have been probably injectors. It was too inconsistent for it to be a fuel pump, because fuel pumps either run or they don't. And it was pretty inconsistent for it to be injectors, to be honest. So I took it to the gas station. It had like not even a quarter tank of gas in it. Put gas in it. 5 minutes later, it was totally fine. It's bad gas.
I've ran into this before. K-swap.
Yeah, just
Just pop a K swap in her.
case swap.
Dude, K24. I got one in my CRV.
Matt
would-
Wood's
that would
always
make it
right.
worse.
Matt Wood's always right. F1 is actually next weekend,
Oh, you're good then.
so I'm good. I
You're
don't know why I
solid.
thought it was this weekend.
Lock it up. Lock it
I'm
up.
good.
Yeah, this was
Bad gas.
You
I
run
was
the
literally
93 in that
thinking-
bad boy?
Yeah, 93, baby. I was thinking I probably haven't driven that car enough this year to put gas in it.
Yeah.
So I probably had gas from like a year and a half ago.
If you
in it.
K swapped it though, it would have ran worse. It
would've
would
run-
require 93.
Dude, this thing requires 93 in like the hardest of ways.
Yeah.
It's not a happy engine if it's shorter than octane.
Realistically, so it's November now. So November 2022. Between November 2022 and now, you definitely didn't put gas in it.
No.
So you think maybe summer or spring 2022?
Probably. Yeah, because I drove it here a couple times, left it here for Kyle to put a stereo in it, drove it home, drove it around a little bit. I haven't put gas in it in that long. If I had, it would have way more than a half tank in it. Which,
You
and
can
it
fix
had
it easily by giving it to me.
less than a quarter.
Maybe,
I'll drive it every day.
I know, you probably break it immediately.
No, you immediately want to take the motor out for no reason.
Nah, he'll leave it unlocked, keys inside.
Yeah, it'd
That's
be
because
gone.
I don't drive like no bitch.
Title the glove box.
Easy to hot wire, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of bitches,
Yeah.
Shook.
Shook.
Want another Shook Explains?
Sure.
From Raven R. With over-the-air updates, how do car companies remain robust against cyber attacks?
Oh, this one's right up your alley.
That is a good question. So, assuming that every car has some kind of access to the internet,
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that they have some kind of tunnel or IP address or port that they use to connect back to fucking mothership.
Yep.
So the easiest way to prevent from those attacks would be by going through a firewall, and there would be rules on said firewall that only allow traffic from this interface to that interface over
particular-
this IP to this IP.
All right, so I was going to say particular IP or MAC address type stuff.
You could do
something.
MAC address, you could do IP address, and you can lock it down by ports. You can lock it down by specific traffic types.
So the hacker
The hacker would have
The would-be.
would need that IP MAC and what if they emulate that?
You'd have to emulate it, and then you could pull some shit, I guess, maybe, but you'd still have to be on the same network.
It had to be using the same protocol and stuff. That wouldn't be easy.
How far are we away from the Fast and Furious takeover cyber attack?
I think if you had access to inside the vehicle, if you left the door ajar,
The door unlocked.
your door was unlocked, and they could like instead of your ECU, they'd plug like a dummy one in, get some info.
Yep.
Maybe they could do that, or
This
if
is
they could
interesting.
tap
Yeah.
into the ECU and see what traffic is going through, very simply with like a packet sniffer or a.
We'll have a package sniffer. Oh wait, you said packet
So, like,
sniffer.
For example,
Package sniffer.
I can
God.
run a very neat program on my laptop. I won't say it. I'm sure some of the IT guys that are listening, if you are listening, know of this program. But
Is
I
this
can
for
just,
a DOS attack like the Cumberland Farm suffered when it was cackled last week?
Well, you could see a bunch of stuff, right? So, like, if I don't know, somehow figured out the external IP address to this building, I could easily do a
Somehow. I mean,
sniff on
just literally look it up.
yeah. I could, I could simply look it up,
You're sitting inside of
and
it
then I
on the
can see
network.
what ports are open, and then I could try and attack said ports
Right.
and see what we got going on.
So it's like a
May-
how-to.
Maybe you have a wide area network facing camera system that no one that Joe Schmo forgot to change the password from admin to.
Oh.
Now I could see everybody in the building.
Right.
So you never know.
See, I thought over-the-air updates worked via like the phone. I figured they were just using your phone.
Maybe
I figured they were forcing you to download some app.
it's
And
No.
realistically, like it would go to your phone, and then when you get in your car and you connect to your phone to the car, it transferred it over.
I think the
Could or
vehicles
Bluetooth.
are
That's
just
my explains.
Yeah, I think the vehicles have their own like Wi-Fi connectivity.
Yeah.
So maybe they can create a hotspot themselves and then just connect that way.
Yeah, you can do like a direct wireless connection from to and fro. There's all kinds of emulators that you can make. There's probably a hardwire. Somebody probably has cut the ECU open by now and soldered in ports and added a USB
Yeah.
port like they do on every other ECU.
Yep.
There's tons of shit you could do.
Right, but that would essentially just be to trick the ECU in that moment, right?
I mean,
while
yeah,
it's in
but
there.
what are we doing here? Are we trying to hack the vehicle to
No,
shut it
I'm
off?
just trying to
or-
give over-the-air updates.
No, I think I just in general, I think it was an open-ended question of just what are what manufacturers doing to prevent it, and which you laid out pretty decently.
Yeah, I would
That was
assume.
really well.
I'd assume it's one of those
Yeah,
things.
it's very good.
I like Matt Rabbit calling him Shook as the keyboard cowboy.
Yes, sir.
Rootin' tootin'.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? That went really well.
That was
You're
good.
welcome.
Yeah, that
went
was.
re- that
I don't
went
like
really
that at
well.
all.
Yeah.
That
So-
went really well.
I do have a paddock talk.
Do you?
Oh,
Yeah, I fucking smashed into a 50-gallon barrel at
Oh.
Lebanon Valley at like 60 miles an hour.
twice.
Twice. I fucking entered pretty hot, did a little loop-de-loo.
Was this your first entrance?
No, dude. That whole day, let me tell you guys something. Don't run a lot of Ackerman on a drift car.
What's Ackerman?
So, that's a good show explains because I did a lot of research. But so Ackerman,
Yep.
when you cut the wheel full left or full right,
Mm-hmm.
your lead wheel is facing wherever's true to like the direction that you're going, and your chase wheel with a lot of Ackerman is less. So I don't know. For some reason, when you run a lot of Ackerman, it doesn't make sense faster. It was causing my car to spin.
Okay.
So unless I'm getting plus and minus Ackerman mixed up, I swapped it at the track so that both wheels match one another, and I stopped spinning. It was causing like an insane amount of underbite when I would get like halfway over, like steering the
Underbite on
wheel.
just your following wheel.
The lead wheel would be fine,
Yeah.
and then which other wheel was not leading, you'd hear
Scrubbing.
it like, brrrr,
Yeah.
like, and it destroyed my tires.
So it was literally, instead of being on a straight contact pattern, like so it could just roll, it was just scrubbing itself and dragging.
Right, so
yeah,
it kept spinning me.
yeah.
So I adjusted that at the track after consulting Benny Fizzle.
Yep.
So I just set it to
Good
0.
good guy to consult.
Love that guy. What a great guy,
Yeah.
by the way. You
Like
got to
that
hang out
dude.
Benny. He's awesome. So once I adjusted that, flying, dude. And I don't know how. I did all of, what's the event that we just did? Staggered?
Mm-hmm.
No issue. I haven't touched it since then.
Could it be
Something
pavement?
come loose.
It could have just been because it was dry and hot. And it felt good because I had extra grip up front
Yep.
or something. But I definitely noticed something when I was driving those days. But it didn't destroy my tires.
And you drove on the skid pad, but that was in the rain, right?
Yeah. I just don't know what happened from then till now. I got an alignment, and then everything got worse somehow. So, I don't know. But now it's fixed. It feels great. And then, and then I smashed the quarter panel. But I was driving like a fucking demon, dude. It felt good. We were running tandems with, it was me, Taylor, and Matt Brown, and I was getting pretty fucking close. Did some good leads and chases, so I'm excited for this next Lock City. If it fucking rains, I'll kill myself, honestly.
What do you drive?
E36.
With what? Tell him what.
Oh, God's engine. Just a small block forward.
He's playing it down. It's a really cool car.
That's
It is.
That's dope.
It actually sounds like a monster
Yeah,
truck.
it's
It does. It's Gravedigger's son.
it sounds like Gravedigger. It's
That's
purple. Has a Ford 302 in it. It's sick. It's cool.
Wow, damn,
It's cool.
It's a race car.
You got a photo? Give us a photo. Give us a photo.
No, I don't have a photo.
Give the photo.
I can show him later.
You just explained how over-the-air updates work. You tell me you can't get a photo.
I could. It just takes a second here.
Jesus. Come on.
Hold on, the mouse.
If I had to guess, it's Boston green.
No.
It's
It's
perfect.
it's purple.
Oh, it's purple.
It's purple.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
All
it's
right,
purple.
All right.
It's
all right,
purple.
All right.
It's great.
You see the other one?
Dude, you just sent me this one.
Here we go.
Shooked. Nice. Dope. Very, very. Oh, it's a cab. Cool.
Yeah. It's awesome. I like the one of you standing on it.
Yeah.
That's
You
my
want
favorite
that one?
photo.
That thing looks sick.
That's
Fire.
that's my favorite photo.
Typical. I've
Yeah.
definitely taken a photo like that once or
I'm
twice. in my life, that's
Super
for sure.
psyched on this fit with Chuck's old CR Kaizo.
Oh,
That looks good.
Let's
looks
go.
great.
Looks
Let's
good.
go,
You
Daddy.
can see the tail lights in absolute shambles. Dude, I sent that fucking barrel straight to your mother's house. we
That's
were out there flying, dude. It was a good time. Lebanon Valley. If I could explain it to you, so if you're from that area, if that's closer to you than Lock City, go. It is a lawless place. It's scary. It's enticing. It's crazy.
it's the
There's
land
no
of your
run
imagination.
groups. You could get T-boned by
There's no
somebody
run
with
groups?
zero steering abilities.
Wow.
They send cars right at your face. It's awesome.
Flying.
that sounds cool.
Yeah. It's
I
like
wanna go there.
remember a Hot Wheels crisscross crash?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what Lebanon Valley is, baby.
Head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel. Drive your fastest.
Drive to survive.
It is. It literally is drive just for its hell in the cell. And there's Jersey barriers everywhere and a light post. So
Love a light post.
you get close to those things when you don't
Correctly
yeah.
drive.
Oh, that was the other thing. So my bad steering caster
Yep.
or Ackerman. First lap out, I'm trying to get a hang of the track. I'm like getting pissed off in the first couple corners. I'm like, fuck it. I'm trying to catch up to Taylor and his buddy from New York. So I just fucking floor it on the straight, and I cock the wheel. The car goes full 180, and I go flying at a Jersey barrier ass first. And I don't know how close I was. Like me personally, I knew I was gonna hit it. Didn't hit it. Get off the track. All the officials were like clapping.
Yeah.
And my buddy's girlfriend was like, "You were less than 5 inches away from fucking taking the rear end off the car." And I'm
That's
like,
wild.
great.
Nice.
I'm like, we're gonna fix this before I go back out. This
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
like ass.
That's
So-
a good
Turned
day in
out
the
okay.
office.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a great day in the office.
It was like that meme of the kid like this.
Yeah, yeah. We can cover B for B real quick.
Real quick.
Yep.
Bucks for the boys. Hey, everybody, it's Chuck again, talking about Bucks for the boys. What's Bucks for the boys? It is how we keep this podcaster rolling. It's a value for value system to support a podcast. And if you think this podcast is worth anything at all, let's face it, we give you 2-3 hours a week of pure.
Not only
Carcane.
us. The
Plus,
rest. Yeah.
all the rest of us at Revival Motor.
It's I'm thinking we're at least 7 hours a week. Oh my god, I forgot
What
that
is
exists.
Dude, a deep 7.
All right.
So,
God
yeah,
bless
Bucks
his
for the boys. And what we ask is if it's worth anything to you, please consider donating. You can do it on our internet website, revivalmotoring.com/B4B. There you can see the sustainable donation section where you can pick an amount you'd like to give us a week, a podcast, a day, whatever you like. Any amount is certainly appreciated, and it's sustainable. It happens every month, and we can plan our bills, pay the bills, plan trips, and do everything there. It kind of helps us continue on in this long game of life we're playing here. And we know sustainable isn't for everyone, so you can also hit us up on the old PayPal, info@revivalmotoring.com.
Yep.
Any amount you want, even 69 cents is a big hit for us. And you just type in any message you like, and we're contractually obligated to read said message on the podcast during this segment. So we appreciate anybody that does that, but we understand we are in an economic sad time. We all are. So there's other ways to help us out. You can always pop on the internet, hit us up. You get a hot news lead for car stuff, funny picture, song, crazy shit, GIF, who knows, whatever you have, a meme.
Shook explains.
Shook explains. Hit us up on Instagram. Our emails are on the website, whatever you like. Whatever helps us produce the
Go
podcast.
knock on Josh's door.
Yeah, knock on Josh's door. Whatever helps produce the podcast
I swear to God.
helps me and you.
I swear to God.
And then, what is happening?
No. If somebody knocked on my door,
Yeah, be amazing.
I would just.
Hey,
Hey,
Josh.
dude, you're not gonna believe
Hey,
what I
yeah,
heard.
New
yeah.
Mazda CX-80 coming out. Talk to you
I'd be
later.
like, you know what? Just come on in. Let's have a cup. Let's have a
something.
cup.
Also, other ways to contribute that cost no money at all. Force someone to listen to the podcast. Tell someone about the podcast, But you could tie someone up and make them listen to the whole thing, which we appreciate. Put them in your trunk, put a speaker back there. Tell people about it. We know if you're listening to this, you have friends that are into cars. You want to bullshit with the boys. It's kind of like just hanging out with the homies and talking shit about cars, which is literally all we do. And then the best way to experience the podcast, and everybody should do it at least once, is to hop on the YouTubes at about 7 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday. You can hop in our chat room and distract us live in our chat room.
It's on fire tonight.
It is on fire. It's your big car family you didn't know you needed. All just hanging out, bullshitting, telling us facts, distracting us.
I cannot focus.
Yeah. No, it's impossible to focus. For a while, we didn't put that up there because it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it. But I love all you guys.
we do our
Everybody,
best,
everybody in there is fantastic. So yeah, if it's worth anything to you, and you'll see from our number, it doesn't cost a lot to help support the boys and keep this baby going.
You know how much
So,
it costs?
How much does it
It
cost?
costs 17 cents every single time.
17 cents a listen.
17 cents.
I like it.
It's pretty sick.
I mean,
I like
honestly,
it.
We're up.
you could dig it through your couch. You can find more than 17 cents.
Yep.
You could donate that. You can donate more. You can donate a little bit less.
Matter
Doesn't
of
matter.
fact,
We'll
I
take
have
it.
I have a message here that pertains to that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. If you are an active B4B subscriber, you will automatically be entered to win some stuff from us once a month. The next opportunity for that is going to come in early December. Ooh, you know what?
We're
December.
looking
We'll
at
have to put
December 6th.
we'll have to put a December basket together. of
December
some
to
sort.
remember.
The old Revive Motor December to remember event.
We'll give you keys to somebody's Honda. We don't know who they are, where the car is, or anything, but we'll put them in there.
And they're going to be Shook's car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Valet key. If you are an active B4B sub, you're automatically entered to win that, whatever we send you, and we will send you some postcards, holiday trinkets, maybe a sticker or an air freshener or two every now and again, when we can, when it's feasible for us. But what I was meaning was we had a couple new subs this week, and one in particular from Kyle B. just writes, just getting back on the wagon. Fell into some economic sad times, but I'm back, boys.
We'll have,
Thanks for
buddy.
keeping Wednesdays bearable for me. Love you guys. Even shook.
We up.
So
Sheesh,
for
look at
somebody to, be going through it, and obviously
We're all going through
right.
it.
We're all right. It's kind of everybody. So, and then come back to us. We truly, truly appreciate your help. And it honestly helps more than you even understand. And then another sub, Ricky M. No
Ricky
message, but big shouts to you as well. Thank you very,
I
very
know
much.
who that is.
That's Ricky.
I think so.
Ricky, love you, buddy.
Slick
Ricky's
Rick.
huge. Ricky. Also, reviews. We haven't seen it in a few weeks. I want to see a review.
Yeah, we only
Pretty good.
accept 5-star
5 stars only.
on Apple reviews. Make it funny. We'll read it.
Yep.
We only get funny ones if we're honest.
Actually, yeah, they're all pretty good. Pretty good.
The images Chuck is sending me. I want to be able to talk about these more. I really want to pull the one with the woman licking.
Yeah, I think that might be the winner.
That
Excuse
might
me?
be the best.
We've gotten deep into the AI game.
It's
We try to have. We're working on a new thing to do art for all of our all the podcasts we put out, and just have a different art. So we've been playing around.
I saw one with a Dodge Ram.
Yeah, that's what Josh is about to
So
bring.
I've been looking over every 5 minutes. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
What is going on over there?
so Shook.
This guy's hammering away at the keyboard. I don't know what's happening.
Shook told us a story about where he lives,
Renaissance paint.
and basically,
Oh no, yeah.
basically, Chuck provided us with the Mona Lisa of.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Holy
I love that you typed in presumably crack housing for the poor. I love the background.
Oh, they have air conditioning. Looks good.
Yeah, they're good.
So do we.
This looks like Fall River yesterday.
Yeah.
But there is a woman.
It's like Fall River
How
right
about
now.
a woman outside a rundown apartment complex, licking the window of a Dodge Durango, speaking to an invisible man. She sent me one that was photorealistic, and then I wrote, "Make it pixel art with a crowd surrounding her."
What's the photorealistic look like?
It sucks.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a photorealistic woman.
Dodge Durango.
I mean, it's freakish.
That's like the best generation Durango, in my opinion.
Honestly, that's probably closer to how it actually
I agree.
looked.
Yeah, but how it actually looked doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm currently
that's-
a Renaissance
Dude.
painting of you hitting a barrel.
In my mind,
That's
this
incredible.
this is how it played out. Is just
You know
like
what
this.
this looks like? This looks like Street Fighter when you got to fuck up the
Yeah.
Acura
That's
Legend.
100 When I saw it, I was like, "This looks just like
She's
fucking
trying to
Street
lick
Fighter.
it the fuck up, bro.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
But that
It's
yeah,
not good
that's-
at putting cars in
absolutely
Renaissance
wonderful.
paintings, which stinks. You think it'd be better at it? Not a lot of Renaissance car paintings to reference. Should what happened to the waters?
Oh yeah, you grab them. They're on that table.
They're literally your waters. I don't know what you did with your waters.
I never took the bag, buddy.
You bought them, which I appreciate.
Yeah, you're the best.
You gotta always collect your bag, Joe.
I'm over here just trying to be an artist.
I'm just trying
Yeah.
to be parched.
That's it.
Oh,
Is it possible to get a coffee in a can at this hour?
yeah,
Yes,
dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Do we have any colds?
Shook, can you grab a cold start as well?
And also, did we
Please?
get a bathroom break at any point?
Yeah,
you
whatever
can
want,
yeah,
dude.
you can
Literally
pop
get up
off.
and get to a bathroom break
There's
anywhere.
no rules, buddy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right, it's my first time.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sorry.
It's literally.
No,
No, please go.
If you want,
want,
you can pop off. We're gonna cover some news right now.
All right,
So
cool.
yeah,
All right, BRB.
yeah,
So-
yeah. No worries.
yeah.
Is
Come
there
out the
anything
door,
in
take a
Buxton,
left.
boys?
Let me.
You're like right there.
Yeah, we covered everything B for B. I think that covers everything. We appreciate you. We need you. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. So,
guys are the
with
best.
that said, let's cue. Le News. There's one big piece I want to talk about.
There really wasn't too much this week. I
This-
would say this is probably the biggest.
This is certainly the biggest. The 2025 Ram Charger.
Baby. The Ram Charger.
Ram Charger. Why is this the biggest? Well, Built with both a range-defying battery plus generator, the all-new 2025 Ram Charger is a range-extended electric truck that was built to break all the rules. Pre-production model shown. Actual production model may vary. Features and products shown are for illustrative purpose only, available in 2025. How is this range-defying? Well, I will tell you. Targeted range, driving miles, is noted by Ram to be 690. Torque, 615. Targeted total horsepower, 663. 0 to 60, 4.4 seconds. Towing capacity, 14,000 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
This particular vehicle,
Jesus Christ. In case you got to pull that motorhome cross country with your drag car behind it.
this particular vehicle is equipped with innovative performance, liquid-cooled 92 kilowatt-hour battery pack paired with a 130 kilowatt generator. The Pentastar 3.6-liter engine generates mechanical power, which is converted to electric power by the onboard generator for maximum efficiency.
It's got a demon engine.
The generator can also increase the power to the motor and gearbox when serious power is needed. Translation, the all-new 2025 Ram Charger delivers a best-in-class targeted 690 total miles of range and is set to be a game-changer in the world of electric pickup trucks. Now, probably not noted here in Ram's article. However, the one, the only Johnny Lieberman went pretty in-depth about this thing when he posted it, and he confirmed and basically said the gas-powered motor never will power the wheels.
They're not even connected.
It's not even there. That is
just a
truly
generator.
there to just power the batteries, to power your electric vehicle. So the meme that everybody's all seen and laughed at of the Tesla pulling a diesel generator has come to fruition. It's
Imagine
real.
how much better it would be if it was powered by a supercharged V8.
Imagine how much
electric
faster it would charge the batteries.
God, you could charge so goddamn fast.
Wait, is this a Roomba to charge the...
No, that's the truck.
Wait, there was better photos below that one.
I'm curious if, like,
What the hell is going on?
Go back.
What in
Go
the
down.
hell?
What is going on?
What in tarnation?
We gotta go back.
which one do you want?
Top left. My bad. There you go. Yeah. So
That's wireless.
My question
Inductive
is,
charging. So that will charge. Yeah, that's like a
Seven
Run that
kilo-
over to
like a wireless charger.
7
for a phone.
kilowatt.
how many hours does the
More than
charger
7
get?
kilowatt. Wow.
More than the Genesis.
9 hours to charge that baby.
More than
How many hours of runtime does the engine get with the fuel tank?
Doesn't necessarily. It
Like-
gives you a range of miles, not.
So like how much does that provide in terms of extra mileage, does it say?
Let's see if I can pull this together. Ram estimates a full charge will provide 145 miles of pure electric driving range, and when the battery state of charge dips below a certain percentage, the gas engine provides a security blanket by extending the range. A trio of selectable EV modes, electric plus e-save plus eco, as well as separate drive modes such as off-road, snow sport, tow, dictate how early the ICE intervenes. Plugged into a DC fast charger, the Ram Charger's 400-volt electrical architecture can charge at a rate of up to 145 kilowatts, which Ram says can add 50 miles of range in 10 minutes at home. Most people will use this truck's level 2 240-volt charger that's rated up to 11 kilowatts. The Ram Charger also lives up to its namesake by being a mobile charging station with bidirectional capabilities that allow its 7.2 kW max output to power a home or recharge a stranded EV
Yeah, but it only gets 140 miles.
on purely electric. So
Okay.
yes, those
Not if you're
But
not
then it
running the
said
generator.
The engine said that it extends that by about 50.
right, because the engine charges the battery as you're driving it.
it's all a scam.
Dude, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, but
It is what you're
only
thinking.
50 or 50 every so often. You
No,
know what I
no.
mean? Because the way that it reads is you get 150 pure battery and then an extra 50 with the amount of fuel in the engine.
No. That's what the 50 comes with the 145 kW charger. You can get that in 10 minutes. This thing can go
Oh.
690 miles by charging the batteries with the gas engine.
Oh, okay. Now it's all coming together.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
that's-
actually pretty sick.
It's an electric vehicle powered by a gas
it's like-
motor.
Semi-hybrid.
It's reverse osmosis.
Yeah,
yeah. They were like, oh my god.
Again, the meme of the Tesla pulling a diesel generator charging itself. That's what this is, just with a 3.6 liter gas
the same
motor.
time.
Josh is like, I get an idea.
Yeah, that's it.
You
So-
know,
Hold on.
you know why I like it?
It's like electronic power steering.
It looks like a normal pickup truck.
Yeah.
right.
It doesn't look
You'd never
funky, weird.
The wheels are cool, actually.
So one of my homies, actually, he lives out in California. Daniel Golson is his name. So they were at like Cars and Coffee in Malibu. Some bigwig Tesla brought the Cybertruck. It was in matte black.
Yeah, we have photos of that.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That thing is horrible. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in the
Oh yeah, I saw that. The
It doesn't look good.
the finish was really
Yo.
rough at best.
It's honestly a mounted machine gun away from a Halo 1 Warthog.
It's pretty close.
Can I send his IG post to like one of you guys?
Yeah.
Send us Shooky.
Yeah, that's fine. Or we can. We'll probably be able to find them as well.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Boys, I got something of the similar vein.
So I just want to.
Yeah.
With the 27-gallon gas tank and battery full, Ram claims the Ram Charger can travel up to 690 miles without a pit stop. Nearly 700-mile estimate probably isn't based on sustained highway speeds, whether the electric-powered vehicles aren't nearly as efficient, blah, blah, blah. However, that's what they're saying. And again, as I mentioned before, 14,000-pound max capacity towing capability.
It's pretty impressive.
And this vehicle is probably going to weigh a shit ton as well.
You know, all the articles I looked at, I didn't see anything on the weight.
It's
I'm
got to
thinking,
weigh.
I'm thinking it's got to be like Hummer level. Actually, it probably has less batteries than the
Because you're
Hummer.
taking,
Just,
definitely less battery, but now you're taking the battery, the motor, or motors, electric motors, and adding a gas
Yes.
motor to it.
Yeah.
Golson.
So I think about
That should be it.
bringing up. Oh, this is a map.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
we
is.
go. There
Wow.
we go. Oh my god. All right.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I would drive this. I think it's fucking horrific in its own right.
I think that's basically what a lot of automotive journalists
Wait. It
have
gets
said.
better. It gets better.
Oh my
Look at
God.
the welds.
So-
Look at the welds.
no.
So what? This truck here that we're seeing,
Oh.
it's got to be wrapped.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
not
it's
even
definitely
welds.
wrapped. Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought
No,
those were
that's just,
beads.
that's a
Oh my
Cybertruck
God.
just wrapped.
Is this their level of like what do you call it,
Articulate
like spy?
detail.
So
Panel gap.
actually, I think I might be able
Come on,
to
boys, it's a production mule.
tie something in as well.
If you go through the comments, there's some like Tesla dude that was just like roasting my friend Daniel. I'm like, acknowledge that this thing is just horrible. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Is it?
Oh my god, look at the gaps, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Damn, this is. Oh my gosh, it's so
Some
bad.
broken stuff.
Oh my God. It just all looks so bad.
For those of you who can't see it, it looks like I crashed the Tesla truck and then tried to put it together before I brought it back to Revival headquarters before we returned it to Tesla.
So
Yeah.
fucking bad. Oh my.
Shook, just double check the chat. Make sure we're still streaming. Because I just got a notification that Wi-Fi was down, but I
Hey,
think
don't
we're
worry.
okay. Might just be my phone.
Are we hardwired up in this bitch?
We are.
We are. Okay, so that works.
Some boomer shit right there.
We get this
Yeah.
shit hardwired. We got that fucking unsustainable Wi-Fi in this
This is
baby.
not our first rodeo.
So the funny thing about that Tesla being wrapped is I was sent some information as well. Let's see. Tesla is offering paint protection film
Jesus.
on their new cars at dealerships. Not a vinyl wrap, actual paint protection film.
Okay.
They are going to be charging upwards of $8,500.
Paint protection.
They
vinyl
also
film.
recently put out job openings for people starting at $15 an hour.
You have to be Stevie Wonder to get.
So
the
you're
job.
going to have a random kid wrapping cars that within a month, all the film is going to be peeling up because no person that's good at laying PPF is going to take $15 an hour. So get ready for that shit show as well.
That bitch is stainless. What are you protecting?
See
Well,
what
that's
Matt
all
Wood
their other
said?
cars.
That's PPF.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just
And
And
PPF.
that's
right.
not like that's not the problem. It's when you lift it up and then you find all the razor blade marks.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Gorgeous.
Matt
The
Wood
film was
said,
cut after.
Just a friendly reminder that the head of Tesla Design brought that out, so he thought it would be acceptable.
What a world.
Whoops a daisy.
What a world. Oh my.
I can see they're heading in the right direction.
Are they supposed to be
Boys,
Are they supposed to start delivering by the end of the month?
That's what Elon said. Yeah.
I got a bit of a Charlie deep dive, but it's in the spirit of the Dodge Ram Ultra Charger charging itself with a gas engine.
Yep.
BMW i3 owners, They're what we would call out of pocket. I was reading articles, forum posts about, so you can get an i3 with a range extender engine. So it's an engine that you put gas in to extend the range of your i3. It's a 2-cylinder motor. It's 0.647 liters and makes 34 horsepower. It charges your batteries, and it adds 80 miles because the gas tank in it is very tiny. It's like 2.4 for the big boy gallons.
I love the i3.
Or 1.9 for the little boy. You're going to love it even more in a second. So owners have taken this into their own hands, and they've been adding their own gas tanks. Hold on, it gets even better.
All right.
In the front.
Okay.
In the front of the car. So if you are a responsible person, you can get an 8-gallon fuel cell and put it in the front. You can take the breather cap and feed an 8-gallon tank into this 2-gallon tank. And it doesn't even need a pump until it gets halfway empty, just the way the pressure works on it. And it refills the main tank on the go. You have an electric switch operated transfer pump. So just keep it going. And some of these dudes are getting 400 miles of range.
This is like how they rig up the
What?
Cannonball cars.
They get 400 miles of range with this
I
added
need
to
this.
it. But there are some fools out there making custom tanks.
Yeah.
50-gallon tank.
And there are also my favorite dudes out there using 5-gallon red gas cans and just like taping the whole fucking thing together.
That's great.
I think it's fucking awesome. You know, I'm a big DIY guy.
Yeah.
The problem is that is a crumple zone.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
What
like
was the Pinto?
the Pinto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
it's
Pinto.
it's a
a
reverse
reverse
Pinto.
Pinto.
yeah, yeah.
So maybe you get an accident with the fuel cell and it's okay. Probably not. But you get a 5-gallon gas tank sloshing around in your front and you get a fender bender, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But it's like a whole phenomenon. And this article I was reading, I forgot who it was by, was literally like, this is really dangerous in like the 100th paragraph after giving like PDF instructions on how to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confident I could do this to one. As long as it's got the range extender engine. So, yeah, people taking EVs into their own hands,
Yep.
Taking back the power.
and I love to see it.
All right. Cannonball Run, i3.
i3.
Cannonball Run i3.
Dude,
Yeah.
you could use the whole back seat.
Yeah.
You could get a bunch of
Right,
5-gallon
just fill 'em.
pails.
Yeah.
There's the
And as
only
long as there's no leak in the system, it's not going to throw a check into
the only limit is to how many you can stuff in there.
Dude.
We're getting 4,000 miles. Yeah, I mean, if you're putting a 5-gallon in and you're going from 80 miles to, I mean, almost 300, I mean, you're getting about 250 miles per 5-gallon can.
So wild. Oh my god.
So across the country is what, 3,000 miles?
Just under.
So that's not that many.
I think
4
that's-
per 1,000. Yeah, so you need 12 canisters. I think there's room in there for that.
You can make it happen.
12
Put
canisters.
some on the roof.
12 5-gallon.
Would you now?
I'd probably go 13 just for the good luck.
But now I think you'd have to factor in
You need a lot of fuel pumps. You'd have to factor in the weight of the
the
fuel.
weight because that's going to,
I
take
got an
away.
idea. JB Weld the Thule and just fill it up with gasoline.
There you go.
Make your own 200-gallon tank on the roof.
Because we all know.
Carry it out, man.
Add the weight really
I
high.
was
Yeah,
gonna
but then
Who's
it's
gonna
high,
know?
so it's not a crumple zone anymore.
Right. No, it just
Fly
It's
off.
technically in a great spot.
your center of gravity is now on the roof.
You might need you might want to go heavy duty
But
springs.
gravity pushes you down,
Right,
so like
it's true.
it's good.
Yeah, just don't take a turn
Yeah,
at
the driving dynamics.
5 miles an hour.
The driving dynamics will change over
Remember,
time.
design
Yeah.
gets a fuel box on the roof perfect. An accident will just launch it at a safe distance away
Away from you.
into the car in front of you.
Right. Speaking of unsafe things, the NHTSA. Granted, we don't want to listen to anybody.
I'm not a big
We don't want
NHTSA
any
guy.
overreach. You stay out of our stuff. You stay out of our pockets. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
you can do. NHTSA. However, they did put out a what's he call it? PSA, public service announcement. Says
No, it's a public display of affection, isn't it?
you should
No, PD.
quit turning your steering wheels into fragment grenades, but it's a free country. A person in the United States has recently lost an eye when an aftermarket emblem with rhinestones struck them in the face as their airbag exploded. So the NHTSA is urging people to stop putting rhinestones on their steering wheels. The agency says aftermarket emblems with rhinestones on them can turn into projectiles in the event of a crash as steering wheel airbags deploy, leading to risk of serious injury or death.
That would truly suck.
Yeah, how'd she go? Well,
Well, it was Savorsky, so it was nice.
it was minor fender bender, but when the airbag went off, it really took her.
Based in Rhode Island.
Yeah. No wonder why. Remember with the woman with the
Swarovski,
T-Rock, the
whatever they're
Volkswagen T-Rock?
That's how she lost her eye.
Yeah.
Oh God, let me get back in the image
they
generator.
do say diamonds can cut glass. They also cut through your skull.
I mean, I get it. They got to put out a statement, but like, it's America. If they want
Right.
to put that on the steering wheel, it's up to them.
yeah, it is.
They're assuming it's their own risk.
If I want to wear a squirrel suit and jump off a building, I can do that.
Yeah.
If I want to put rhinestone Bentley symbols on my Volkswagen, I can do that as well.
Fire, as the youngins say.
Uh-oh. Pete Coots, big fan in the chat.
P. Coots,
Hey, Pat.
big shouts. I
Love
think
you,
he's on.
dude.
Is P. Coots on vacation?
hope
Listening to us?
And listening to us.
Yeah, big shouts to him. Let's see. Do I have any? I don't have any
I miss
other
him so much.
news worth.
Here's a great one. This is a great quick one.
Yeah.
The Rimac Nevera set another record, boys.
Oh, dude. I literally have it pulled
Backwards,
up.
right?
This is the world speed record for reverse
Crazy.
at 171 miles an hour. There's a video.
That's how
Code
terrifying.
Brown.
That is
And all it took was 1,914 horsepower.
You know, when like,
in a
you're like,
really
shit.
long reverse gear.
It doesn't have gears.
Oh, right.
It's just
because
like
running
EV.
backwards,
right,
bitch.
That's true. Yeah.
but you know, when like you're kind of like joking around and you're backing up really fast and it gets like twitchy. Imagine 171.
Just get sketchy.
That's all I was thinking about.
One of the most. Is it making that noise that Hondas make when they reverse that whole time?
I was too scared to watch a video.
Yeah.
Supercharger.
Yeah. Just an iconic
A
reverse
chipped
noise.
reverse gear. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, that's a handful.
That might be the wildest feat in a vehicle
Did he J turn at the end?
I've seen. Just handbrake turn.
If you had a big enough
Dude,
service area,
this guy had like, I mean, the fucking balls of the Blue Angels to do that shit. That's out of control,
He
dude.
needs a wheelbarrow to carry his balls.
It really
for
is. like,
sure.
it really is wild. Did they modify the steering to be less twitchier? Like, did they do anything else to the car that you've seen, or is it
Not
just?
that I
you
saw.
think you
Just
would use the
fucking let it
reverse
rock.
camera or the
fucking-
rearview mirror?
Driving a forklift at 170.
Right. Did he have his arm on the passenger seat as well? As he's going
The video's. I saw the video is from the front, so it's just that's going away from
Oh
you.
my god, that's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I want to
man.
do that.
So
wanna do that.
I would assume the limiting speed has got to be the aerodynamics of the car moving backwards. Definitely a certified forklift operator. See, this is why the chat's the best.
That's right. It's yeah.
I'm sending these to you in the Google chat
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
I just go and that's just fucking changed my life.
Dude, I think about that 171 miles an hour. If I even got in my car and tried to back up at 20 miles an hour, it'd crash. Crash.
Dude.
Crash. It would just be over 171 miles an hour.
See, that wouldn't happen if you weren't OSHA certified.
I'm not forklift certified.
Fugazi.
Yeah,
on.
I'm not forklift certified. No. At least, I like to tell people I'm not.
Can't
That's why I don't
believe
have
they
to do anything.
Yeah. I don't. I'm good for
Oh,
that.
I
It
got
was-
more.
If you got more,
If you got anything else, it was good.
Boys.
I had the Ram Charger in that. That's
I
all
got
I
another
had.
one. There have been spy photos of a more off-roadable Bronco Sport. Looks like it's raised about an inch with special forward wheels. Boomers unite.
That is also coming
Disposable off-road piece of shit.
parallel with the ST Maverick, which is like a
Oh.
street-tuned like Maverick. And remember, we talked to Trouble Mike, and he's over there tuning his.
Big Maverick guy.
Big Maverick guy. He's tuning his. Ford's looking to put out like an ST version, a little bit lower, bigger wheels, kind of smaller tire, kind
I
of the
think-
opposing of the Tremor.
I think they certainly recognize the market for that aftermarket mini truck scene.
Yeah,
It's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really sick.
yeah. So that's cool. It's interesting. I don't know. Apparently, those like Bronco Sport things are supposed to be pretty cool to drive and pretty good, but like,
I mean, they do
How-
make a more capable off-road one. It's called the Bronco.
yeah, it's double the price.
Literally, it literally exists.
Twice the
engines
price.
blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
My
It's
brother-in-law
perfect.
has one. I've not checked it out.
Bronco or Sport?
Bronco Sport.
Okay.
I've seen it in the driveway, and I walk by it. So,
Nope,
I'm like,
not for me.
that's what I know it is. It's just like, oh, a rebatched Escape. Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
Exactly it.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ones in the Stormtrooper spec look okay going down the road.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, they look all right.
Yeah.
It looks better than the Escape, which is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I would take it over a Kia Soul.
there you go.
Agreed.
well.
Yeah, for sure.
I spent some time with a Kia Soul.
Not fun.
That's the candle lights, right?
Dude,
Worst headlights in North
Honestly,
America.
either Jeep Wrangler or Kia Soul. I'm not sure which one drives worse. Like I had to spend a week in the Soul at one point, and
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I almost killed myself just by making a right-hand turn.
Yeah, they're
Like,
pretty
it was
they're pretty rough.
crazy.
And what's alarming is you see a lot of them on the road, and you're like, "Do you drive anything else?
Dude, exactly.
Did you drive anything
Like,
else? Yeah,
there's so
I don't know.
many better
Right. Did you give
options.
something else a chance?
Yeah,
my
you just
thing-
gripped it and ripped it.
Perhaps.
My thing
yeah.
is like, it's good like moving you short distances.
I don't know about that.
Like my commute to work's like 2.5 miles.
They need to be scrapped every single one.
so
of
is a
them.
scooter.
So like to move me from my house to work over and over for like 2 weeks, it was fine. Anything more than that, I was like, this is not optimal.
Not ideal. Not ideal.
Not great for me.
Less than optimal. Yeah. I listen, I'm not defending anyone thinking, hey, it's a good time to go out and buy one of those things, but I don't know.
But it might be.
I don't, but they must move tons of these things.
There's a lot of them. I think that's like probably Atlanta's most stolen car. Is a Kia Soul. Kia
Isn't it?
I was gonna say right, the
Kia
Kia boys.
boys.
Right, right.
I didn't know. I
pull
didn't know
this right up
the-
to your. Yeah, yeah.
I
There you
didn't
go.
know that the
Okay.
Kia Soul fell under that umbrella of USB theft.
I'm
The
sorry.
Kia
Say that
Soul?
one more time. Yeah.
I know the Kia Soul fell under that.
Yeah, it did.
Damn.
Is that a Kia
Yeah.
Boy unit?
That is a Kia Boy unit.
Wow.
And there's lots. There's a bunch out there to be taken.
Oh,
think
dude,
half-
we're doing big numbies of the Kia Soul. Dude.
I think half of my algorithm on Reels is Kia Boys.
Yeah. That's,
And take
listen,
over kids.
A man of
we,
taste.
we fell
A man of
into, we
taste.
fell into that hole here.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, 2016, outrageous year for the Kia Soul. 155,000 units.
Wow.
Damn. Was that the year of the hamster?
Numbers.
Dude, I don't know. Year of the Hamster was probably when it came out in 2009.
That's true, actually.
But 2014, 147,000. Dude, 145. Wow, they're putting big numbers
Kia
out there.
Soul needs to go IPO. Like just Kia Soul
Yeah.
IPO.
Wow. I mean, Canada, obviously, not great at a lot of things.
Yep.
They're also really good at not buying Kia Souls. Production
Hey.
numbers,
Nice.
devastating. Dude,
Got some hope out there.
416 sold in 2011.
Wow.
What car are they good at buying?
F-150s.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's a good question. Never been out there. I can't really
Me
speak to
either.
it.
Yeah, I don't know too much about.
I've never been to Canada.
Canada.
It's fine up there.
It's fine. It's fine.
I've been to like the French part.
Honestly, it's looking like
We.
Oui, oui.
May 2014. Outrageous year for the Kia Soul. 15,000 units.
Come on.
It's their biggest month.
Come on.
It's their biggest month.
We need more Peugeots. Give
Peugeots?
everyone the
Oh.
Peugeot 508. We're good.
I don't disagree.
Peugeot, Massachusetts. Look at that 508, boy.
Yeah.
The only thing I have is the new Toyota Crown. It looks pretty tight. The sedan type, wild liftback. Standard option is a motor. It's a 2.5 liter gas plus 2 electric motors. They also have a hydrogen model coming out. Would look great slammed.
Would
Ooh.
look great slammed. Yeah.
I mean, everything would look great slammed if I'm
Yeah.
honest.
Not coming to the U.S., I'd imagine.
No, no,
All right.
no, no.
Oh no.
Mandatory
no.
with
Oh,
your
no.
social security card, you get a set of Fortunato coilovers when you're born.
Exactly. Boom.
Shook, can you bring that up on Jalopnik's website? If you just Jalopnik Toyota Crown, because they show a picture of the hydrogen powertrain, unbodied.
Body.
Looks, there's some questions about impact. Let's just bring that
Damn,
up.
that thing looks sick.
I don't know if Toyota's doing it.
What?
Let me see the side.
Is that first try? I don't know if that's
Is this
it.
a BMW
That's not it.
product or is this like Toyota
If
product?
you if you put in
What have you done with our internet?
I didn't do anything. That's not the crown.
Is this the page?
no, that's you do Toyota Crown sedan. Sorry.
Are they still doing the Mirage in the U.S. or is that done? Like this replaced the Mirage? I can't remember.
the Mirage? Like wait, you talking about the Mitsubishi Mirage?
No,
No,
we're talking about
the-
the Muri or whatever the fucking thing
sorry.
is.
Nitrogen.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
It's
you.
a
yeah.
fucking wagon. That's this one.
Lift
I'm a
back.
Nope.
wagon
Keep
guy.
scrolling.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling.
No, it's not even a liftback. It's
You'll
got a
know.
trunk.
You'll know when you see it. There you go.
Honestly, it
Are
looks
those
like
floaties?
it looks like the thing that
Those-
went down to try and see the Titanic.
It's like 50. It's like 50 pounds of C4 strapped to the bottom of this
Ocean,
car.
whatever it's called. I mean, yeah. There's just two,
Yeah, the PlayStation.
large
That looks so
vessels
Oh my god.
A lot of orange cable. It's just,
Isn't orange like high voltage?
typically, yeah.
Is this all wheel or front wheel?
It looks like all wheel.
Looks all wheel, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow.
It's a lot going on.
That seems. Yeah, I need a transfer case. Yeah, we'll give it back to you in 2 months.
It looks like if you ever wanted to pull the plug and everything, you just T-bone one of those things.
You're just driving into a body of water. Game over.
Yeah.
Pull the plug on the world.
Yeah.
Crown Standard Hybrid setup considers
That's good. You don't dump batteries in the ocean? That's what I do.
It's the only way to do it.
Charles River all day.
But yeah, on that note, any other news before we move on?
I would like to move on.
All right, Shook, you can move that stuff off the screen, please. And again, we can talk to Alex here. He's in studio. He's been hanging out, chiming in.
Alec.
Alec. Did I say Alex? I'm
Damn.
sorry.
You did say Alec.
That ain't
It
right.
rolls off the
Fucking
tongue too
asshole.
easy.
That ain't right.
You will be hearing from my attorney.
That ain't right.
I wouldn't expect anything different. So Alec is here, and he did a fascinating thing to me. I enjoy people who take risks and do things to better themselves. One of those risks that you took that I'm slightly aware of, but I don't know the whole story, was taking that plunge to just leave here
Yeah.
and move to Atlanta with no plan,
No.
no
not
home,
really.
nothing.
No. So the whole story is I was living up north. I had an apartment in New Bedford, actually. Things weren't going so well. I needed a change of pace, career-wise and personal life-wise. I needed to grow. And I was just like, you know what? I want to take a road trip. So I took a road trip to Fort Lauderdale to check out Fortune Minds Garage. Shout out to my homie Nax. It's a stand shop, essentially, to work on really dope stuff, like super, super cool stuff. And I took a trip down there. Stayed with him for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I was just like, you know what? I don't really want to live in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, this isn't my pace. And then I hit up my friend Kane, who's been living in Atlanta. Well, he just moved back up recently, actually, but he was living in Atlanta for a few years at that point. And I visited him 2 years prior when I was 21. I was 23 when this happened. And I'm like, hey, dude, driving back up from Fort Lauderdale, you guys in town? He's like, yeah, man, come up. Spent the weekend there, and I was just like, first thing I noticed, like right off the bat, like, yo, this city grew like crazy in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like it was mind blowing. Like,
Is that due? Sorry to interrupt you,
No,
but
no.
is that due? There's a boom out in that area for a lot of production companies
Yeah.
and a lot of stuff being filmed, et cetera, out there. Did that play a part to it?
I had no idea about that. I was like, the only thing I knew was Porsche. Like,
Okay.
literally the only thing I knew was Porsche. I didn't even know Mercedes-Benz was there at the time. I didn't even know BMW was in South Carolina. Like everyone's there. Well, I'll get to there. And then, yeah, I stayed with him for a weekend. I'm like, dude, this is crazy, and it would be stupid not to be here right now. And the last thing I said to Kane was, hey, next time you see me, I'm moving here. And I went back up north, started packing, like, all my stuff in my apartment. And I hit up Kane. I'm like, dude, I don't know where to live. And he sent me, like, a few options with, like, proximity to his neighborhood. And the cheapest option, which was realistic to me at that point, was this place called Westmar Student Lofts. Damn, what a trip that place was. Cheapest place in the city for a reason.
Yeah.
One of those. And, yeah, I drove 15 hours straight, got my first speeding ticket ever in Virginia. I was
It's
going,
notorious. Virginia's notorious.
yo, I was going 83.
Oh God, you go to prison?
Dude, honestly, like, this guy was giving me so many problems. I had everything packed in my wagon. So for reference, I have a Mark 7.5 sport wagon.
Okay.
So like imagine everything someone owns packed behind the passenger and driver's seat to the brim.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, where you headed? I'm like, I'm moving right now. And he's like, you going home? I'm like, no, I just said I'm moving right now. It's 3 a.m, by the way.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. He gives me a ticket. No, it's like $450. I'm like, great.
How I want to start my move.
I had a flat tire before I left Mass, too. Like, that day, it was pouring rain while I was moving all my shit out of my apartment. It was not fun. And then I get there. This place is a, like, disaster. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? All I got paired with random roommates. Like, one was a drug dealer, and the other was, like, also a drug dealer as well. Crazy stuff. It was wild. Ended up,
Consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Like,
Consistent.
Consistent.
Right.
And I was just like, damn, like, what's next? Thankfully, I had applied for an internship at Porsche Design prior to moving to Atlanta, but I was not counting on this like at all. The internship was the business development for the timepieces division for PD. So like I'm very much into watches, like super into watches. And for the guys and gals that don't know, Porsche makes Swiss timepieces in Geneva. Like they have a place, well, they have a shop that's literally right down the street from the Rolex factory in Geneva. It's really dope. So yeah, I ended up getting the internship. This was a month living in Atlanta, so I was still figuring out my stuff. It was cool. I was at the experience center. I got to know a lot of faces, and I was just like, I'd say like 2 months into there, I was just like, okay, this is not what I want to do long term. Although I love the brand, like love it dearly. I just figured, I'd rather own one than work for them. It's, like it's still very realistic to own one when you work for them. It's just a lot, personally for me, for the path that I want to do, harder financially.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I was doing freelance on top of all this, and I quit last November. So it's been a full year, actually. I made it.
A full year of just freelance.
Yeah, I made it a full year.
Huge.
So yeah,
And for those listening, or who are unfamiliar with your work, but freelance photography, freelance video stuff, in the commercial space, in the publication space, kind of anything and everything.
Yeah, literally everything. There was like it all started off like I was started off like the photography thing. My parents bought me a Kodak MD863, little Y2K point and shoot camera, like cherry red. The thing was dope. I still have it today. It's in my backpack at my parents' house. Use it all the time. And then I don't know. I would take photos of flowers in my backyard. I love plants. My apartment's infested with plants. And then and then I would car spot with it. Like I would literally sit on the sidewalk and just take photos of cars just driving by. I'm like, this is cool. And then my parents got me a T3i when I went into high school. And I would literally do the same thing. I would car spot with it. Whenever we go out to dinner in like Boston, Newport, or like Providence, I'd always bring my camera and be like, okay guys, deuce, I'm gonna go car spot. Because I watched Shmi 150 a lot at the time, if you guys know who that is.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. He's a good dude. Like I've met him in person, really nice guy.
Yeah.
Definitely very out there for sure though. But he's a really good dude. And I was just like, wow, this is cool. And then in high school I applied for the photography club. Michael Jordan story, I did not get in. My own wrongdoing though. Like I think the requirements was you like had to write like an essay or something and submit like 5 photos. I submitted 5 photos, but just didn't write.
Yeah.
Pictures worth 1,000 words, but they should have.
That's
Right,
fine.
what is this?
Pictures,
That's a
5,000
goddamn
words.
catchphrase. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, they didn't see the vision. It's okay.
They never do.
And then and after that, it just like I went to college. It got a little more serious. I was shooting for nightclubs in Providence and stuff. It was a lot of fun. And then a lot of car stuff. I hopped on with the Beast Coast guys, so Matt Gumont and like Pat and all those guys. Like I helped with their social media for a while. Shot a lot of photos with them for a while. It was good times. Then one of my homies, Elias Sequoia, he ran this company called Perfect Stance and then transformed it into this company called Elite.us. And then I helped out a lot with that. So that got me really exposed to like, the commercial side of things and just, how to be a little more professional. And then, it just kind of like went down the rabbit hole. I was just like, wow, this is really dope. But how do I make this a career? And I just surrounded myself with people that just, saw the potential and they're like, cool.
Yeah. So some of your clients now, or who in the past year where you've done some freelance stuff, who have you been working with?
Yeah, so some people I've worked with in the past, Porsche Cars North America, Porsche Classic. I've worked with Mercedes-Benz USA, Motor Trends, Super Street, bunch of others. Some lifestyle brands too. I work with a ton of YouTubers. Evan Raft is one of them, great friend of mine as well. Really, really cool dude. Greg Mike that I just did a project with. I'm trying to think. I did something cool with. God, there's a lot that's been happening lately. But that's like a small dosage of some of the stuff that's been going on in the background recently.
Has it been everything you wanted it to be, or have you? Obviously, there's struggles, for a first year freelancer trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, ebbs and flows, as they say. Definitely learned some hard lessons for sure. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's I I definitely like messed up with like one of my first big clients. Like it was just like I missed like half of the deliverables because I thought I could do it all, and surely enough I couldn't. Like it was just like it was one of those things. I'm like, damn, like I fucked up. I was just like, fuck. On to the next though.
How did they take that? Is it
Oh,
was the relationship severed?
No, not really. I mean, like it's cordial, like, but it's just like I'll never get hired by them ever again.
Yeah.
You know, despite like whatever level I'm at, like I wouldn't expect to hear from them or reach out.
Right, just
You know,
because.
it's just, it is what it is. Like it's nothing personal. It was just like I was super young into the game, mindset wise, and I didn't understand. Like it was just like I probably didn't take it as seriously as I should have. And now that I look back, I'm like, okay. I mean, it is what it is, and today I'm fine.
Right, right. Yeah, move on. Learn from move on.
Yeah, for sure.
On a lot of these projects, they are commercial based. Is it mainly for a set of billboards, an ad campaign? What kind of stuff are they asking you to do?
So a lot of the projects, so for instance, for PCNA, it was internal use, which was pretty cool. So for instance, last year I was on tour with them for like 3.5, 4 months, and all it was, actually, we did an event at Thompson. No, I wasn't on that leg. The year prior, what it is, it's a Porsche Experience event. So, like, what it is, they, for example, they'll take out a whole fleet of GTS models, and they'll invite dealerships to invite their clients, foreseeable clients, and past clients. Be like, hey, on us, come drive these cars on the track. Balls to the wall. You'll be coached by professional drivers. Like all these guys have raced IMSA at some point. Like super talented dudes. Like these guys know their shit. And yeah, it's on us. It's for free. Like we'll give you lunch, and then I would just be doing event coverage for stuff like that.
Yep.
The Mercedes-Benz USA thing was really cool. Worked with some NFL people on that one. That was cool. It was just like a Mercedes-Benz ambassador program. So it was just like social media content for IG, TikTok, and it was just like, I don't know, it was a lot of like just scripted stuff, a little bit of directing as well as fun. And it was just like them getting EQS or EQB. It was both actually, EQB and EQS. And it was cool, taught me a lot. And then a lot of the stuff I do today is a lot of agency work too. So I work with like medium level agencies, based in Atlanta. And then a lot of it is also just word of mouth today too.
Yep.
So
how did you like directing?
I like it. I really like big picture. That's what I want to do. Like, I want to definitely get to the level of like directing commercials. Like,
so that's what I was going to ask. Just directing commercial style stuff.
Yeah, I really like the short form stuff. The long form stuff. I don't know. It's cool. It's just like, damn. Like, I need a team for that.
It's a different endeavor for sure. Yeah.
Like, I would like to work my way up to that, but like tomorrow, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm focusing on like, okay, like who is reliable? Who can I contact when the time is right for like when the time comes for like an opportunity like that? Like ideally, like I would love to like do something for like a really young EV company like Rivian. Like for instance, Pikes Peak, I was shooting a privateer effort for that's for someone that was using an R1T. Can't really get too much into detail about like, you know, the logistics and stuff, but it was a cool opportunity because I met so many people internal at Rivian.
Yeah.
And it was just like tons of people at Pirelli too. So it was just like, it was a lot of like, it was cool. I'm like, damn, like it made me like open my eyes. I'm like, wow, this is like genuinely possible. Like I can get to that level I want to be at. I just like, I got to give it my all. Like I can't like when times are tough and like I'm making $0 a month, which, you know, hasn't happened, but maybe it could.
Right.
You know, when times are tough, I can't be like, damn, I need a job. Like, it's just like, I have to figure it out.
Forge through it.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know.
When it comes to shooting a commercial for somebody like that, do they give you the concept and basically say, here's your budget, go? Or do they supply you with, here's who we want you to use vendor-wise, here's how we want you to do it? You know, how much control of the project do you have?
Okay. Well, I've never done like a commercial or anything, but from past experiences for projects I have worked on, there's usually like a general scope, which I'm sure you understand. But like to put it in perspective for the people that, you know, aren't really in terms of that, it's just like general guidelines of what like clients looking for, which means, you know, like this is what we want. and it also depends. Like some people give you more creative direction than others. It genuinely depends who you're dealing with. Like there's just like really no set motion for it. It depends the person and the company you're dealing with.
Yep.
Like for instance, like the Mercedes-Benz thing, I was shooting with one of my really good friends and inspirations, Ashton Stan. Really, really good dude. Atlanta-based agency owner. He's a production agency. One-man show essentially, and then 1099s or contracts people when he needs help. And him and I were working on the MB project together, and it was just like we had a lot of creative direction on it. Like we could pretty much do whatever we wanted, but we had to stay within like the Mercedes-Benz HQ.
Yeah.
And then we went for like a drive with talent, like to get some B-roll of them driving and stuff.
Yep.
But for instance, like the PCNA stuff was like very, very like, how can I say this? Very specific. Like they were looking for a specific look. Like there was just like the deliverables were like dead on. Like they expected nothing less. Nothing wrong with that. Like whatever. It taught me,
Yeah,
like,
they
it taught
want
me
a puffy
lot.
vest with one of the cars in the background.
Exactly. So yeah, like capture all the smiles, stuff like
Right,
that.
right. Yeah, specific. But which can be good in itself of
Yeah.
like, all right, here's my assignment. This is what I'm focusing on.
Like it really forced me to get out of my shell because I've never been pressured like that. Like for
Yep.
sure when I was working internal, yeah, definitely like there was some pressure on me, but like I was a contractor, and then from intern to contractor, it's not like, I'm working like 80-hour weeks or anything like that, or like I have like a high level executive role. It's like I really felt the pressure in that moment when I was like shooting for PCNA, and I was just like, damn, this is like wild. I'm like, this is like fast paced. Like you cannot mess up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just like definitely really eye opening for sure.
What are some of your favorite cameras to shoot with?
That's a really good question. I'd say I've used the Leica Q2 for a project before for like photo work. That was really, really cool. I'd say the Q2 is definitely up there for me. Personally, right now, for most of my projects, I use an EOS R. Always use prime lenses. That's like my signature style. I've always used 51.2 and 24-1.4 Series 2.
Yep.
Other than that, I have like my all-time favorite camera to use. This is a cool one, Canon Fotura. It's really, really dope. It looks like a viewfinder. I'll have to follow up a photo really quick. It's a 35 millimeter film camera.
Yep.
I think the zoom is like 24-108 or something like that. It's very odd looking. But yeah, that thing's cool. I usually just load it up. Like, you guys are gonna roast me for this, but I really enjoy the simplicity of not having to adjust any settings. And this is like one of those film cameras. It's just literally point and shoot, but it's just film.
Yep.
I could barely take a photo of you from here. So.
Trying to find a quick photo for you guys. Here it is. This is what it looks like. You can pass it around. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's very wild looking. It's a really
that's
good,
a wild ass camera.
yeah. There's it's a really good conversation piece. Like whenever I have it just like strapped over my shoulder, like
Yeah,
what the fuck do you have? I'm like,
especially nowadays.
yeah, exactly. So I bought it from a shop in Atlanta called ATL Worldwide Gallery. This guy, director David Kyle owns it. Really good dude. Yeah, that's usually what I carry like day to day like that, and it's fun to use. Like it's like the phone. Like it's cool, simple, does what you need to do, but that just like I don't know, it gives me the look that I want.
Yep.
It lets me mess around with the compositions because the variable zoom and stuff, which I really enjoy. Like I really like type.
It's a super wide range for
Yeah.
just having something together in one piece
Yeah.
for being such a simplistic piece.
And then another camera I really enjoyed using, Evan, the YouTuber I was just talking about, he has a Leica SL2 that we use a lot on like projects. That thing's a lot of fun to use.
Yeah.
It's it's definitely like a older camera in the books, but damn, that thing can hang to today's standards. Like SL2 came out like 5D3 era.
Yeah.
So like, dude, that thing can hang. Like,
And it's still right,
Like
yeah.
You get that like Leica is a name, but also a very great product. Like
Yeah.
it's wild. That was like my first exposure to Leica when I started working with Evan.
That's what
On a lot of projects.
set the hooks in.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, eventually it will happen, but I think I'll probably like on the radar right now. Like I'm looking for a cinema camera. So
Yep.
Realistically, like in the budget, an FX3 would be like
Yep.
feasible. But I would stretch it for an FX6.
Yep.
I would definitely stretch it for that. So
There's pros and cons.
definitely, for sure. I mean, finance, the financials
Right,
are the
right.
obvious one. But like the differences between the technical specs are just like
It's quite crazy. FX
it's wild.
6 is a leap.
like
the big thing with that is the form factor, and I'm like that's why that C200 sits there, is because I'd rather take out my FX30 because it's an FX30 and it can basically fit in my pocket and do everything that thing can do. However, that thing's pretty special too.
I know.
But taking that out and rigging it up and having all that stuff that I want to use, right? Whereas now I want that super small footprint in form factor and have it as compact, and because it's more likely that I'm going to take it and actually use it than being a task to carry all this shit and, like I said, rig it up and bring a million things.
Like it's heavy as shit too.
Yeah.
Like you need like it's not only the camera that you need to have. Like you need to have the proper shit to store. Like you need a good case.
Right.
Like I have 3 Pelicans.
Yeah.
Like that carry all my stuff. And like that's what you need. Like you can't cheap out on stuff like that because this is what you use. I mean, the stuff that's in that case is what pays the bills.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
it's truly your tools.
Like that stuff is all insured anyways, but I'm not taking chances. Like,
no, that's why like I, years ago, I would basically get an eye twitch for the amount of money I paid for a backpack. But at the same time, well, the backpack's coming with me kind of everywhere to different countries, and it's carrying stuff way more expensive than the bag itself, and it's going to keep it safe and not wet and all that sort of stuff. So it's just like, it makes sense. But again, that's something that, and I hear and see it all the time, photographers and videographers complain about people complaining about their prices, but people don't actually know what goes into it and how much things actually cost.
I mean, it's like the same thing with like a premium level mechanic. Like for instance, like you're taking your, I don't know, 996 to get an IMS done by like a shop that's not a dealership.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to be expensive. Like it's no joke. Like that's an expensive job to get done by someone that knows what they're doing with quality stuff. It's like the same rule applies. Like you can't really, it's like the thing is like, for instance, I'll take the stance scene for as an example. Like for instance, like some dude with a bagged Q50 hits a photographer up. Yo, bro, I need you to do some photos for me really quick. Emphasis on really quick.
Right.
How much do you charge? And then the guy, like photographer A, will be like, yeah, I charge like $350. Expect like 60 photos. And then you'd be like, yeah, bet. I'll hit you up. And then you never hear from the guy ever.
Never
again.
happens, right?
And then like, not for nothing, I'm not bashing on anyone, but like,
what's his IG name? We'll call him out.
I'm okay. That didn't happen to me. But it's just like then you'll see like, I don't know. It's just like everyone has like different levels of like experience and like editing and stuff like that. It's just like I'm the person, do it once, do it right. You know what I mean?
I mean, there can also be guys in Lamborghinis that are like, oh, just take the photo.
Yeah,
okay.
I've had that happen. It's crazy.
Wait, you want me to pay for that? Like,
that's wild.
no. Like, what are you driving a fucking Lamborghini and you're going to complain if I ask you for money?
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
I remember when I first started out.
Should be paying him to take the photo.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Should be paying you, you know?
It's like the stuff that happened to me when I first started out. I'll never forget this. I'll never let this go. Well, I've let it go, but it's embedded in my brain forever. I think it was like my first like paid photo shoot that was supposed to happen. It was with a Subaru Legacy. Not the 3.6. What was the option below? It was the 2.0 or something like that.
I'm not well.
2.5.
2.5. Thank you. Yeah. 2.5.
Wagon or sedan?
Sedan. It was black with seafoam green XXRs.
Tight.
And I remember this guy like 30 minutes before the shoot. He was like, yeah, I'll come. This is when I was like 15 and I didn't have a car or license.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, bro, I'll knock some money off for you if you come pick me up because you're in Fall River too. He's like, yeah, bro, I got you. And 30 minutes before, he's like, yeah, we still on? And I'm like, yeah, of course, man. Here's my address. I wait 15 minutes outside my parents' house, never shows up. And I'm like, hey, you missed out.
Yeah.
You missed out. But like the thing is like still that relatively same thing still happens today in a different way. Like for instance, like I'll send out pitch decks to like companies.
Yep.
And like you just won't even hear anything back.
Just
like,
get ghosted.
After, after like numerous interactions prior to that. It's like it's so wild because there's levels in every way.
Yeah.
In every aspect.
And especially when you get into things in the commercial aspect and company aspect, that person you're dealing with could want to use you and then it could have to go up for submittal.
Yeah,
and
politics.
it just
Yeah.
oh no, we're not paying that much or whatever it might be. No,
Yeah.
we're going to use my friend's pub.
I know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that does it for
Just all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Just, again, especially at that level.
My buddy could do it cheaper.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like everyone that's ever dealt with a shop, owned a shop, had anything to do with operating a shop, my buddy can do it cheaper. Great.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
ideology exists literally everywhere. The more I'm pretty young, but like the more I get exposed to this stuff, I'm like, damn, that like phrase exists everywhere.
Right, no matter
that
the
or it'd be
medium.
good for your exposure. Good exposure for you.
Yeah.
That was big in the DJ world. Like, oh, come take pictures of my gig. It'd be good for your exposure.
Oh
you know.
my
Yeah.
god! You know what? So like when I was working in the nightclub scene in Providence,
It's
like
a
I've
fucking
definitely,
nightmare.
Like yeah, I've had that happen. Like it was really challenging because I didn't have the voice or the confidence that I had today. Like today, I'm pretty out there. Like I'm just like no bullshit type of guy. Like my company is named Not for Nothing for a reason because I don't take bullshit.
Yep.
And like back then, I was not for nothing. I was just
I'll take what I can get.
I think I
It
was
was something for everything.
I think I was Dreamy Media back in the day, which is not exactly like serious, but like it was just like I don't know, like it was just really eye opening to see how people can walk over you so easily, and I'm just like, damn, like this is wild. Like I wish more people could understand like how serious this is because I can't even imagine people that are still that like just go with it rather than just say something. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But like I understand like financials, it's a lot to walk away from. But like ultimately, I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The integrity part.
yeah, teach their own though. You know?
When it comes to filming some stuff, you said you're looking for a cinema camera FX3. What do you have a favorite focal length that you like to shoot at film wise, or a set of
Oof.
primes?
50 is definitely my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone is a 35 person, but I have they say 35 is the same perspective as your eyeballs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never saw that or agreed with it personally. I've always really liked 50 because it's just like an enhanced, tightened crop of what you're seeing in real life.
Yep.
And I don't know. That's kind of how I really look at everything. 50 millimeters. I'm like, damn, that would look really good at 50. But like realistically, like a 24 to 70 is like answer to all problems.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Covers
Like, that's-
pretty much all the bases.
Yeah, it covers everything you need. My personal arsenal, like I was saying earlier, 24, 50, and then I have a 70 to 200. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else I rent.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'm trying to build up the arsenal so I don't have to rent.
Yeah.
So,
Right. And then you can actually, there's more revenue in your pocket and just upcharge for,
exactly.
you can still charge a rental charge,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to you instead of a rental house.
Exactly.
What are some things you're going to do that you can talk about for the rest of this year? Do you have a bunch of jobs lined up in particular? Are you working on next year already?
Yeah. So the rest of this year is pretty busy. Recently landed like pretty big agency client, which is cool. So that filled up a lot of this year. It's a lot of editing work, which is cool.
Yep.
And also a lot of on-site projects, which I like. The editing work I really like because it's in the beginning, like I'd say like probably like 2 years ago, definitely not a strong suit of mine, but now I really like it. Like
Yeah.
I really like color grading. I really like piecing everything together. I like special effects. It's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Like I don't know, it's just like it keeps me wanting to learn because I hated school, like straight up. Like
Yep.
I couldn't do it. I was really bad student. Like I couldn't focus at all. And then like this is what helps me. I'm just like, wow, I'm like, damn, if I was like this in school, shit, I'd be in like med school right now.
Whenever I shoot something, I can't wait to get to the editing stage, and I will do it until it's done because I love editing that much.
Yeah.
Do you use Resolve? What do you use for an editor?
Both. I use Resolve and Premiere.
Okay.
I'm currently learning Resolve. So Resolve was a really recent thing for me.
Yep.
Because I wasn't getting the colors I wanted out of Premiere. And I was talking to one of my buddies, LaShawn Miller. I actually brought him.
Yeah. Yep.
So Miller was like, dude, you just got to give DaVinci a try. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
And then like I was working on a project for this. It was this event called Riverworks. So think of like Luft, but just smaller, and in Atlanta. It was tossed by this shop called Other House Social, and Greg Mike, the dude I was shooting for, he was a curator for the art exhibit at the show. He runs an agency called APV. It's really cool. They do tons of dope murals around the U.S. They work with brands like Coca-Cola and stuff. Like, he's goals. Like, I want to be like Mike.
Yeah.
Or Greg Mike, rather. But, like, yeah, it was... Oh, my God. I just lost my train of thought.
That was, you were shooting that event, and that's what led you to Da Vinci.
So, like, So I was getting the color. I wasn't getting the look I wanted in Premiere. I'm like, damn, I gotta switch this up. So I switched it over to DaVinci, and I was just like, damn, this is so easy. The UI is brilliant. I'm just like, it was definitely a little bit of a learning curve with like the web thing.
The instead of layers
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just what the hell do they call them? I can't even think what they actually call them, but I'm so used to using them now.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember it.
I literally
it's
don't know.
a blank. But I mean, DaVinci in particular, like as soon as I used it, I used the free version first and had to have the studio version shortly after, and I've never went back. Yeah. Yep.
It's that good. Shit.
Yep. I think it's over 3 years now, realistically.
It's good to hear, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, this might be worth it, but the only thing is, like, my entire catalog is all Adobe products. So it's just like,
so that's, I'm kind of stuck with the exception of video editing. Everything else is Adobe. You know, audio stuff, illustration stuff, Photoshop stuff, Lightroom stuff. I do it all there. But it's kind of fine. I'm okay with it because there's no equivalent that DaVinci supplies for any of those things. So I'm fine with using the Adobe suite for that other stuff and DaVinci when it, comes down to the real work. So, all right, we were talking for the rest of the year, you have some stuff lined up.
yeah.
Is this just automotive work, or are you more than willing to do all sorts of stuff?
I work with like quite a diverse. My portfolio is like super diverse now. A lot of lifestyle brands actually, which I really enjoy that. Like, back to the big picture stuff that I was talking about, I would love to direct a commercial for like Hoka or like Asics or something. Like, do a sneaker commercial. That would be so dope.
Yep.
Do
you filmed any stuff on your own to pitch to them? In other words, like you want to work for Asics.
No, I haven't. Truly, I haven't. A lot of the stuff that I've done so far, I've worked with some healthcare companies so far. Some
Okay.
really cool stuff. Jewelry companies, clothing companies. I'm working on something with a local Atlanta brand, which would be pretty cool. We'll see what happens. Nothing's promised though, but like it's in motion. Tire companies on the horizon right now. I can't really get into specifics, but begins with a P.
Yeah. You probably named them before.
But yeah, no, so the end of the year, pretty steady. But I'm really excited for next year because I think I'm finally getting into the position where I can like have my own place, start looking for a toy, because I haven't had a fun car in a while. Like, granted, my wagon's super fun, but like,
right, it's
but whenever I shoot something for Super Street, every once in a while, I'm super fortunate to be able to drive one of those cars. And I'm just like, God damn it, I miss it so much. But like, I don't know, like, I'm really excited for next year. In terms of just clients, work, life, it's looking good so far.
Yeah, you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
And you got a year under your belt learning the business, which is just as important as the actual products you deliver.
For sure. Like I would really like, one of my big goals for next year is to like be able to team up with a small collective of like-minded creators, and be able to consistently work with one another on bigger projects.
Yep.
I really want to scale the way this operates over the next like 3 years, because I don't want to stay in Atlanta forever.
So that's what I was just going to ask you is it seems like there's a pool of work in Atlanta for various reasons and various types of it. But it's probably not the end all be all place. That's basically what was going to be my question.
Yeah. So earlier this year, I was really fortunate to spend like just about a month in Europe. It was initially a homie trip to Paris. So we went to the RM Sotheby's auction. Actually, my friend Daniel, the dude that we just had on the screen, he got us into the auction. It was the auction for the Bugatti Chiron Profaele, whatever. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but like that one of one.
You did a better job than us.
Like
This fucking stupid thing that looks like a beetle on there. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a gorgeous car. Like truly, like seeing that car in person, I was just like, damn. And then like everyone in that room, I was just like, wow, I'm fucking broke. I was just like, holy shit, it was wild. We had the opportunity to like sneak onto the auction floor where everyone was sitting and like actually bidding on stuff, and we ended up sitting next to these guys from Switzerland in front of us. And we had a conversation with them, and they were like, yeah, we have like 3 cars for auction in here. I'm like, which ones? And then there was 904 GTS. It was beautiful. It was like, how you would imagine, like that GT Silver that they came in. I think it was GT Silver. I don't know, whatever. And a few other, I think I had a P1 in there and something else. I was just like, fucking hell. Anyways, I left there. I went to Lisbon. And then I went with my friend Austin. He owns a really cool company, AC Solutions. Plugging him in, he makes very cool solutions for AC kits for old BMWs.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty dope. Him and I were in Lisbon together for like 5 days. Damn, I fell in love. I speak the language as well, so it was just
Yep.
like, I was just like, fuck, I feel like I'm home.
Comfortable, right?
Yeah, it was dope. And I left. I went to Mallorca. One of my friends was over there, and he joined us. He runs this thing called the Whale Tail Project. So what he does, he takes 930 whale tails, like genuine ones. He makes them into art installations, and they're all based off of really cool vintage Porsche racing liveries from way back in the day. And he like makes them look like they're dripping and stuff. They're so cool.
Yep.
So I stayed with him in Mallorca. I'm like, okay, this is cool, but everyone in Spain's kind of mean. Like seriously. And then I went back to Lisbon on my own for like another week, and I was just like, this is it. Like I would really see myself like being there.
Yep.
And operating my business here in the U.S.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is the clientele there or just?
So oddly enough, PAG, the big umbrella for Porsche, so like the guys on the other side of the pond, the guys that run everything. So
Yep.
PAG, VAG, so those guys do a lot of their PR stuff, like photography stuff in Portugal, actually.
Yeah, it makes sense. Very beautiful
Yeah,
landscape.
yeah. Portugal and Spain. So I'm just like, damn.
Right.
Let me see
You
if I
could
can
make.
plot something. Yeah, but I reached out. I did a lot of homework. I ended up finding the agency that has that account, and then found their photographer Andy, a really cool dude. I can't remember his last name. It's very German. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
Really cool dude. We sat on the phone for like an hour and a half, and I'm just like, dude, like, how do I get to where you're at? And he took the time out of his day to like just explain like how he started, like what I'm doing with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just like, wow, like that's dope. Like I hope I can return that favor to someone that's in my shoes.
Yep.
In like 20 years.
Yep.
So yeah, I see myself in Lisbon part-time, and then also like doing business here in the US. But like ultimately living Lisbon, like that's where I want to be.
That'd be it.
Probably like rent a place here in the US. I don't know what city though. Like I love New York City. I spend a lot of time there. A lot of my really close friends are there. Like one of my best friends lives in Washington Heights. I spent a lot of time in Astoria. Like dope city. Atlanta is beautiful. Like I said, not the forever home. LA, damn, there's a lot of work in LA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work in LA. That's like probably what you want to be if you want to be like an automotive creative.
Yep.
As they say, chase the money. But like, you're gonna go broke.
Right. It's the rest of it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go broke. And I'm like, okay, like maybe let's not do LA, because I was there for like 3 weeks in May. Like it was a 1 week trip, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay another week, and then I stayed another week, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
And then like I looked at my credit card bill on the end, I'm like, damn, I gotta go back. But yeah, no, it's cool. So it's just I'm still figuring that out. Like I think realistically, like me being based in Atlanta, probably another 1.5 to 2 years.
Yep.
Like I would like to be able to say, yeah, I like got my my first big boy crib in Atlanta, like did all the things I ever wanted to, and then on to the next.
Go
you know
from
what I
there.
mean?
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like one day at a time. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's up.
Unrelated question to cars or anything we just spoke about,
Sure.
but it's for these boys who are at this table as well. What's your favorite watch?
Oof. Probably the one I just bought. I bought a Omega Genève from 1971. It's very plain. Like it's super simple. There's nothing to it. It looks like a Cartier Santos. Super simple thing. It's like
Oh,
nothing
nice.
crazy.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Found it on Chrono 24 for like I don't know, like $300. I
Chrono's dangerous.
Oh man, we were lowballing people on Chrono today.
I think I offered the guy like $200, and he's like, "I'll ship it to you for $220." I'm like, "Nice."
Yeah, dude, we just
Score.
got,
There we go.
we get denied. We get an absolutely not. But that's the most. Oh god,
It was such a no that they relisted it. Better photo.
it was such a no that we offered him so little money, and it was such a no that he like realized he had to take new pictures because the picture was so fucked. People were just lowballing the hell out of this guy.
I get it. Like, game's just game.
Dude,
Like,
they were
it is-
bad. They were bad.
is
Then he
what it
posted the
is.
picture. And I'm like, I'm glad he said no.
yeah.
Oh god, Chrono's
But
a disaster.
I think I think my grailed like most desired timepiece that I really want. I want a Nautilus.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I'm a Nautilus guy.
Yeah, that checks out.
I think those are
yeah, dude.
beautiful watches.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
Why do you think that? Why does that check out?
Because it's like that's like, of course. Like who doesn't? Who
Okay,
wouldn't?
alright,
You know what I'm saying? Like who wouldn't want that?
No,
This is gonna turn into a watch podcast so
yeah.
fast.
I was
I'm
just
like,
gonna say,
you gotta go
is-
Patek, like,
Yeah.
like in,
Yeah.
no, the old. Oh god, never mind. Patek perpetual calendar, like with the big date on them. Oh, or the Rolex before the Daytona with the moon phase on it. I forget the reference number, but the solid gold ones. But they just so.
Yeah.
I mean, they're selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars now.
Way too much.
But if all the money in the world, dude, like the first really sports watch with the moon phase, we could have a watch podcast like every other
Right,
freaking
yeah,
automotive
that's
podcast.
and that's
Yeah.
why
Revival timepieces.
we
Yeah, but we get like 2 in and everybody would quit listening. We're like, yeah, I guess that's it.
But yeah, I don't know. I was never really into watches growing up, which is crazy because no one in my family's into them. Same
Yeah.
thing with cars. Like my uncle's kind of into them, but like it was just like I don't know. Like it
just found your way
found
somehow.
my way. Like I don't know. It's just, I'm grateful. Like I'm infested with this awful disease, like very expensive disease.
Right, the worst of the worst, where returns are generally
Yeah,
pretty
bad
limited.
mechanical things.
Yeah.
Just like
It's just
spirals.
these just happen to be expensive
God.
things. That
Cars,
you can, like,
watches, cameras.
store.
Glasses. I love glasses. I like anything that costs a lot of money. It sucks, dude. I have the worst taste ever. It blows.
or best taste.
Or best, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have on right
depends.
now?
I have an SKS from 1983. Actually, it's a Japanese date. So days in Japanese.
Oh, I love the Japanese date dates.
It's cool, man.
That's the one I
the
have
only
on now.
Corey's
yeah.
wearing a
Really?
Japanese
Cool.
date, yeah.
It's I found this off of my friend. Well, not I found this. My friend Javier has the twin. It's a orange die. I always forget what that style is called.
Yeah.
Same year too. And then I saw him listed on his story on IG. I'm like, dude, I need to have that because I've been bugging him for months about this watch. I'm like, let me know when you got it. He actually reached out to me before he listed it. Sorry. He DM'd me on Instagram. He's like, hey, dude, I'm about to post this thing. I'm like, I don't even give a shit. I'll send the funds, whatever.
Yeah.
Ship it now.
That's awesome.
And then I recently, I was really, really mad about this. I had a Hamilton khaki field for a really long time. It was like it was the gift to myself. I worked like an incredibly long week at Porsche at the time. It was, I can't even get into specifics about how many hours that week. And I was just like, I'm going to buy a watch. And my friend Adib, who's a huge influence on my bad financial decisions, and he was like, hey, there's a Hamilton right now, brand new, for like $300. I'm like, dude, obviously.
That's
bought it.
free.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
I bought it.
It's a free
Impulse
watch.
buy for sure.
Bought it right away.
That's
and then,
boy math.
That's boy math.
That's
Boy,
free.
boy math.
Yeah.
3 digits free.
And then it came in, and I had it for a while until like a month ago. I boxed, so I left it at my boxing gym, and then
Ugh.
next time I was there, I was just like, it's not there. I'm like, fuck. And I asked my coach, I'm like, hey, dude, you see a watch with a white face around? He's like, nah. I'm like, someone's lying around.
Motherfucker's got his hand in his pocket.
Someone's lying around.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I got an appointment. I gotta make it through.
See
nah,
you forever.
But yeah, I was really disappointed about that because I thought that was gonna be like more my for life watch because it was like my first Swiss watch. I
Yeah.
was just like, damn, this is dope, and then it's gone. I'm like, fucker.
That
That's
sucks.
what it is. I
Well,
don't give a shit, whatever. It's material
work towards the next one.
bullshit. Yeah, that's what the Omega was for. So
Yeah.
happy about that.
Oh yeah.
Let's thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for
Truly
having me.
appreciate it. It's been fun. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different paths we can take with you.
Yeah.
We didn't even get into the food stuff.
Oh shit.
What I do want to get into before we
Be
dive
hours
into
if
the
we start
questions,
talking about food.
what was your first car?
Fucking great question. I missed
Yeah.
my first car. So I had a KB1 RL, which is Chassis code for model years of 2004. Sorry, Acura RL. For the guy, everyone listening that doesn't know what an RL is. This is how actually Pat and I know each other, is through this chassis. It was model years 2004 through 2008. And the facelift KB2 was literally the same car, just it's just all cosmetic bullshit. You understand how Honda works. And then I had it on Air Ride. I had it on SSR MS1s. I had it on a spec kit. I'll show you a photo. I really really like this car.
A-Spec kit is sick on those.
Dude, it was a dope car. I was really. This photo was from First Class Film, and I made it into the show. My car got accepted. It was 2018, I believe. It was the year before the last year.
Oh, it's a good looking car.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thanks, man. That car was fun. That whole photo was a
Oh, yeah.
disaster.
There you go.
I remember that drive was so shitty. So like,
That was at the
before-
airfield, right?
yeah.
Yeah, going
So
to
like,
Jersey.
Great show.
my friend David Soares and I actually just linked up with him. Before this, he just bought an R34, and his wedding is the one that's on Saturday. The reason why I'm here.
Nice.
And him and I were driving first class. I think something was wrong with his car. That's why he didn't bring it. So he brought his dad's truck or something like that. So we're driving like assholes. There's no one on the highway. It's like 5 a.m. and I'm going pretty quick. And there's a pothole that comes out of nowhere on like what the 95 overpass in Providence, like right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, this is before the construction, so like that overpass was destroyed. I think I'm going like probably like 85. I slam right over this pothole.
Rhode Island classic.
I was just like, damn. It was a really hard one too. Like unlike anything I've ever felt in my life. It sucks.
It was like
Did
an
anything shut
accident.
off? Did the radio come out? Anything?
No, the radio shut off for a second, and I was just like, that's not good. I'm just gonna keep driving. Like I didn't feel anything. So I get to New Jersey. I ended up losing Dave. No, I was gonna go shoot an Audi R8. Dre, this dude had a really clean R8. I don't know if he has it anymore. It was on LMs. It was bagged. It had a Thule on it. It was black. It was a really clean car. And we met up at the pier in New Jersey, Hoboken side. So like you know what I'm talking about, other side of Manhattan. And dude, I'm looking at my car. I'm like, oh shit, I got a bend in my lip. It was a pretty bad one too. But somehow the rotational like force, whatever the technical term is, just kept all the air in. As soon as I stopped, flat. I'm like,
Oh no.
Shit.
fuck, that's not good. So I'm like, okay, we can figure this out. And then all my 30 amps from my air ride shit the bed. That exact moment, my car's aired out.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my God, I have no fuses. I came to this completely unprepared. Like, I was just like, damn, this sucks. The guys I was staying with, they were the homies they are the homies over at Bag Riders. There was, I was staying with, who was there? I don't even know. It was Pete, it was Wilson, a ton of other guys. We all had a room together. I call up Pete. I'm like, hey guys, my car's fucked. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, my 30 amps are fried. I have no amps, no fuses. And they were like, okay, we're 6 hours out. I'm like, damn. Okay. So I finished up the shoot, and I'm like having a genuine panic attack. I'm like 17. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I never worked on my own car a day in my life. It was just like, this was all very experimental to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to drive my car aired out to the hotel.
Oh
And
Jesus. Dude.
I'm an hour away, by the way. The rear bellows were still holding air. I didn't air out the rears all the way for some reason, but they're sitting on top of the tire. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna destroy this car on the way there. So I'm dragging frame on the New Jersey Turnpike. Not fun. This stresses me out just talking about it. And I remember pulling in, I think it was the Hilton by the Princeton Airport, and I had to do like a 30-point turn to get into that parking lot. I post up. Okay, I'm like, I call Pete again. I'm like, hey man, I need some help. He's like, okay, what's up? And he's like, I'm like, I think my fuses are done. I just don't know which ones to look for. He's like, okay, look for the green ones, which are the 30 amps. And I'm like, okay. I tear apart my entire interior. And I'm like, okay, got the 30 amps. Sure enough, they were destroyed. And they came through, gave me some 30 amps. It was good. It was good. It was cool. And then ended up destroying my side skirt on the way to the show that morning. Like, I ripped off a chunk. And I drove up to the gate. I'm like, hey, guys, I can completely understand why I'd be turned away right now. And there was my homie, AJ Strub. I don't know what his full last name is, but he's a really good dude. And he's like, dude, your car's fucking sick. Get in there. I'm like, dude, thank you. and then that was really, really nice. I'll never forget that trip. That was really, really dope. I met a lot of great people that I still talk to today.
Yeah.
And then I got rid of that car 3 years ago, and then I hopped into that wagon. I picked that car up in Wisconsin. I picked it up in Madison, Wisconsin. Staying in Norman, Oklahoma at the time. Very long story, but so I flew out from Norman all the way to Wisconsin. Had a layover in Atlanta. Picked up the car. This was during COVID, so like when they couldn't sell cars.
Yeah.
Got a great deal on that thing. Like
Yeah.
crazy deal. I was very happy. Drove it all the way back to Norman, and then drove it back to New York City.
Nice.
And then that car moved me to Atlanta, and right now it's on 1552 podiums. It's missing a center cap. I bought them without a center cap. I'm missing literally one piece, and they haven't had this in stock for like the past year. It's driving me nuts. It's the for the super touring wheels, they have like these little threaded snubs. They're like the little cylinders, and I'm like, damn, I'm literally about to just like cut a piece of fence post and just like thread it in a CNC machine.
Just pop it on there.
But yeah, and it's on H&R Super Sports, so it's just like dropped by 2.5 inches squared. So it's pretty cool. It's a fun car. It's an auto. It's a ZF.
Yeah.
It's a great daily. I bought it with intentions to build a business. So that's exactly what it does.
Serves its purpose.
Serves its purpose. It's a great car. It gets TDI gas mileage. It's the 1.4, by the way. The 1.4 gas motor. Yeah, I don't know. It has every amenity possible. I have the panel roof. Yes, it's leaked already. Yes, I've replaced the headliner. Yes, it's covered under warranty.
Well, that's all good.
Tried selling the car earlier this summer to hop into an E46 M3. Realized not a good idea right now.
Right.
Because I was like, right now I'm looking at prices in comparison to 6 months ago for M3s. I'm like, dude, these cars are like dropping exponentially in value.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
COVID, they were like 30K.
dude.
Maybe like half a year ago, they were 20K. Now I'm seeing them for like anywhere from like 12 to 18.
Yeah. I was looking at the Dynan S2 car when I was in California in May, and it was a complete kit, and the guy wanted 27. It was not a collector grade car, although it was marketed as a collector grade car. The clear coat was destroyed, and as soon as I pulled up, I'm like, dude, what a waste of my time. I drive the car. No power steering at all. Like it feels like a Ford Model T. It's crazy. Like the thing drove like shit. And I'm just like, okay, this is a sign not to just buy anything fun right now. So
Yeah.
I scrapped the idea, and the rest is history.
Wait for the right opportunity.
Yeah.
The time will come.
I think right now our 32 GTR. I drove one of my friend Alex Limbs, like up in the mountains in Georgia a few weeks ago, and damn, I fell in love with that car.
Yeah.
Like made all the right noises. All like just the right power. The car made respectfully, like high fours, mid fours, somewhere around there. So pretty quick. Well sorted car mechanically. Like this is like the example. Like you're gonna spend like probably like I don't know like 60 G's on to buy like one of those cars. A really nice car.
I had one.
It depends.
What happened?
Currently spending 60 G's to keep it on the road.
Fuck, it's really that bad.
No,
It doesn't have to be.
No,
Alright.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it's that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, there you go.
I didn't remember seeing that. Is that are those the N1 headlights?
No, they're just the later generation trajectories. The N1s had like the lines kind of.
Those are billet stroker headlights.
2.9
the
liter.
headlights are actually one of the nice remaining stock parts on that car.
Yeah.
Probably the only at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll get it back someday.
yeah.
Oh, where's it at now?
It's a TCS in Mass getting built.
Oh
It's
shit!
good- Yeah, there's a lot of
There's a lot of building.
It's a lot of stuff.
a lot of
happening.
building going
A lot
on.
of
Is
stuff
that
happening.
is that a true Midnight Purple car?
No, they didn't make Purple 3 in
I
that.
thought so.
It was red, needed paint. Decided I'd just paint up and fix some things, and it went full take all the paint off. Then when it was all the way down, all my friends bullied me into painting it a different color. And here we are again. Motor's out. Bay's getting painted. Same motor isn't going back in. Same nothing's going back in. So
Nice,
it'll be fun. Maybe.
cool,
No, it'll be fun. It's just a long-term project.
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just want something fun. Like I've never owned like a true sports car. I've never owned a manual car.
Let me
either,
tell you
so-
about our Lord and Savior, the small block Ford.
I thought you were gonna go Civic Si.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sport car.
Yeah.
A sport car
Yeah,
might be for
sport
sale
car.
outside right
Sport
now.
car.
You said you have a sports car. What do you drive? I've got a Miata. That's not a sports car.
Let's hit some questions.
Sure.
This first one comes from Austin Cacavo.
Oh, no, that's
Austin.
Austin, the
Chicago.
AC Solutions guy.
Question for Alec.
What do you say?
What's his best dating advice? How does he manage? How does he manage so many women?
There you go.
How do I manage so many women? The truth is, I get no hoes. I'm a starving artist.
Look at a lot of dudes. Dude
Truth
boobs.
is out. That's all right.
Nothing but dude boobs.
No, I don't know. Life is good right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't complain. Like a single guy in Atlanta, it's fun.
Yeah.
Nothing but
You
trouble
make
out
it
there.
work.
Yeah, I make it work.
Grape Whistle. Do you guys
Grape
have a buyer's guide when it comes to buying used Mercedes sedans?
Yeah, don't. Next question.
No, you truck system. You can use that.
I'm
Yeah, to buy.
Yeah.
Other fingertight Chris just bought a great one.
Yeah, how used are we talking? We talking like 25 years old?
We're talking about like an R129 that has like dry rotted headliner.
You
We're
didn't-
talking E500s. I can hook you up with my guy.
He didn't say.
Are we
Yeah.
talking 190s? Check the shock towers.
500s.
Let's see. Fizzy Nizzy.
Fizzy Nizzy.
Can we get a Drive
No.
to Survive Netflix series that covers Formula Drift, please? Yeah, that's my idea. I'd really love to do that, except I don't have any budget.
Working on it.
I don't have any money.
We can do the same thing, but cover Lock City Drift.
Yeah.
Dude, we should do a Drive to Survive.
If I got to start somewhere, it's going to be there.
that would be hilarious.
Filling all
Yeah.
the teams.
For the
Street
only
series.
for the street series.
Yeah, next year.
They give you a lot of time in between.
Yeah. We can make that happen for sure. But I think, hey, Netflix, let's talk. We can make it happen.
Your listeners.
I'll compete next year. I'll be a fan favorite.
Jingles the Clown.
Jingles.
He just writes, I've seen Kid Rock live 5 times.
Sorry, buddy.
Let's see, Spanish English.
Spanish English.
For Alec, what would your ideal E46 M3 spec be?
Ooh.
A Muller red, black interior. Probably. Damn, it's gonna sound really basic. I would do T37 SLs.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, they look good on everything.
Or
Classic.
Rega Masters.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rega
there he is.
But the thing is, so like my dream spec car is a 997.1 turbo. I want the Mezger, like for sure. GT Silver, and I would definitely toss Rega Masters on that car.
Yeah.
For sure.
God's plan.
S14 OCP.
It's 14 OCP.
Biggest posers? The government.
Yeah. Facts.
I love that.
Yeah.
Facts.
They out there
What? Come
pretending
on.
they care.
Yeah.
Pretending they care.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Hey, speaking of Rega Masters, anybody's got some 18 5x120s out there?
I'll buy them.
Let me know.
I'm a
You
swoop
just
in.
buy them new.
Yeah, okay.
Not terrible.
What do you think is not terrible for an 18 by 9.5 5x120
900 each.
Rega Master?
Yeah, it's
How much?
900 each.
probably like $4,000.
It's like 5 change.
I don't think it's that much.
Okay,
It's 5Gs.
it's close.
Where they
Global economic sad time, boys.
parking lot car show.
Kidding, that's TE money.
First suspension mod, lowering springs, coilovers, or beefier sway bar.
Save your money,
Coilovers.
buddy. Just cut those springs.
Coilovers.
I'm broke, so cutting my springs. Hockey puck suspension. Way to go.
Oh my God, stop it.
Jordan MX_5 favorite
Okay.
winter activities / side hobbies.
Oh, Chuck's got this.
Yeah, snowboarding constantly. Thank you.
Mine is
Driving in the snow.
Mine is waiting for spring. That's what I do.
I just sit at home, wait for spring.
wait.
I like hanging around.
Yeah, yeah.
Just hanging about.
I don't know. ATL, it's like 60 during the winter, so
That's true.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
different
pretty
winter
good.
down
I
there.
don't know. I'm outside like that. That's me. I'm out there running.
There you go.
games. We play Halo.
D
City Skylines. That's the way to go. I don't know if you guys-
DD Choi.
Detroit.
What's Alex bucket list of things he hopes to photograph next? What project car he'd like to build himself? I think we covered the project car,
Damn, I don't know. Damn, that's a good question.
but hopes to photograph next. That'd be a good one.
I would love to
2800.
do like probably promotional marketing campaign for like damn an airliner. That would be fucking dope.
That'd be
Like,
cool.
That would be cool.
One absolute, it's
That'd be
complete complete fantasy, and I have no reason for it to ever happen, but shooting photographs of like jets from another plane out the hangar bay is one of the coolest fucking things
Come on,
ever.
Daddy. There you
Dude,
go.
like, oh my God.
Fucking SEAL Team
Can you
6 in the house
imagine
over
that?
here.
That's so
Jeez.
dope.
It's so good.
I would love to do
Shoot me up,
something like
boys.
By the time I could do that, AI is just going to generate it, and we're
I'll
good.
generate that right now.
Actually, you will.
that. Like,
No, I ran out of credits, but
Oh, you've had it for like a day.
no, time me out. Time me out.
Okay.
I was making too many bad
Too many
choices.
things.
dude,
All
you
right.
need to go to rehab.
AI rehab.
J Habib 8.
J Habib.
What do you think the minimum speed is in the left lane? I say 80 is the minimum. I say no. If you're
Just get out of the left
just
lane.
get out of the left lane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
like
out of the left lane.
whatever speed
I
you
think
need
it's
to
no one's
pass.
business.
Yeah.
Literally no one's business.
That's between me, the Lord, and probably the state
My
police.
right foot.
Me and the Lord.
Me and the Lord,
My
and the
savior.
state police.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Tyler, say what?
Tyler, say what?
What's the most overrated enthusiast car currently?
Any modern M3
The
That's-
most overrated enthusiast
or
car?
M4. G80, G82, I think. I mean, they're fast. Damn, these guys are building them, but like they look like shit. I'm sorry.
Overrated.
Wow.
I honestly don't know. Like, what's a car that everybody loves but it sucks besides WRX and STI?
WRX and STI.
Like, I want to say something like Ferrari.
No one
I
loves
don't know.
them.
I've never driven
That's
one.
the thing. I can't say enough, but like,
Podcast Daddy
It's
got
just-
long arms and deep pockets.
no, I certainly, I certainly do not. But like,
Having driven one, they're fucking insane.
Tim
dude.
Connor says R35.
oh,
Yeah,
R35 is pretty.
but they are
You've
sick
driven
on
one
track.
though.
R35. I mean, I thought it. Remember when R35 came out? It was all about hate
yours
that
is
it's
good.
not analog enough, and I drove and I was like, "This thing's fucking killer." I think air-cooled Porsches. So
Oh,
Is that like
see
a
what happens?
ooh.
The
Overhyped,
question was
dude.
like, I was thinking like new things.
I don't know, just enthusiast. Yeah, enthusiast car currently.
The hype
Like,
is
what's
so
more-
crazy about those
okay.
things.
If we're going
Nobody's
hype
driving
machine,
them
I'm gonna
fast.
go E36 M3
fire. Good choice.
because
Mm-hmm.
you spend a lot of money for the same car as the not M3 when you can just put aftermarket parts on a not M3 and do turbo M50
or a big block.
or
terrible
or
decisions
small
all
block
around.
Ford
Sorry,
as
strong-
God
my bad.
intended.
Strong
the chassis to
disagree.
have. S52 is like the same thing as M52. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Every inline six is the same.
Let's be honest. They're all the same.
Oh my
None of them
God.
are different.
I'm not. You know, what? I'm not gonna get involved.
You throw boost at it, same car.
Take all this. Yeah, change all the steering components.
What
All the
steering
suspension
components?
components.
Just have
Suspension.
slightly different knuckles and better
Every single
axles
piece that went inside the engine.
and
Yep.
better brakes and better cams.
Tyler, say what again?
Tell you what.
He just says, "Am I the only one that sings along with Chuck's new intro? News intro. Sorry. No,
I do.
I
Who
think
sings?
many people
It's
do.
built into the graphic.
Kevin 401.
Camera phone one.
When are the new used car prices going to come down? Car lots are full.
Yeah, soon.
Soon.
Oh, I know. Tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Tomorrow,
Nice.
there you go.
Yeah, nailed it.
He's got the drop on it.
Brand new APR financing.
Yeah.
It's just a breaking news alert.
0%.
Yeah.
Buy my course.
And Kevin 401 also says seasonal depression is a real thing. Already hate the time change. I agree.
Dude, I just got out of seasonal depression.
I saw a meme that said
Summer bummer.
daylight savings time. Damn, how much daylight we saving?
I think that is going to do it for us this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming to hang out.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Great to chat with you, Shook. I truly enjoyed your story about the licking.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I just
what a dumb bitch, man. Damn. So we got a letter in the mail. I don't know if I said this, but it was essentially disclosing her court date. If
Yeah.
we'd like to
attend.
attend,
Yeah, are you
I will be suit and tie.
with a GoPro?
Suit and
Actually,
tie.
probably
That's
can't.
against the law, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm gonna maybe be like a stereographer. What are those? people?
Stenographer.
Stenographer.
I was
You're gonna-
close. Stereographer. I'm gonna have a ghetto blaster.
Now you should be in there with watercolors painting the court
Right,
picture.
that's what I was thinking.
Bob Ross.
yeah,
Yeah.
just out there rossing.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
get in there,
no,
cover
I
the whole
can't
thing.
wait to hear what this bitch says.
Probably nothing. Probably her lawyer.
Yeah,
I
it's
was-
probably best she
her
doesn't.
public defender.
I was
will.
somewhere the other day. Some dude was like, "I fucking hate Bob Ross." I was like, "Who the fuck hates Bob Ross?
Right? Why would?
What did he do wrong?"
Matter of fact, didn't you see the documentary and like
People don't
made
like Guy
you
Fieri.
feel?
Nah, I didn't see the documentary. I just
Oh,
seen him on
dude.
TV. When I
Oh,
was
it's
a kid.
incredible.
Dude, on Netflix, you're talking about that one?
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to cry manly tears of
Yeah.
disdain
Yeah,
and
you want,
sadness.
you
I
want
should
to
have
get
assigned this to this kid.
you want to get pissed at family
if you want to be
members.
Yeah,
Really?
you want to
Bob
be
Ross had it tough.
Oh, dude.
Boys.
Yeah.
If you want to be
You don't look like that and not have it tough.
Yeah. If you want
Right, 'cause
to
you'd be
mad
slaying.
at Big Paint, dude, you watch that shit. You'll be mad at Big Paint.
I'm really mad at
You're
Big
super
Paint.
mad at Big Paint.
Fucking Big Paint, dude.
Yeah,
Strikes
Big
again.
Paint store in particular. Yeah,
Free
there's a
my
lot.
guy, Bob Ross.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Let the man rest in peace.
Sherman Williams, they gotta go down.
Get out of here. Damn. Anyways, yeah, that dude hates Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That's wild.
It's like hating Mr. Rogers.
What did he do to
Or
you?
Bob Barker,
Yeah, or Guy Fieri.
I mean, you
He
can
didn't
get
do
Bob
anything
Barker.
to anybody.
Guy
Guy
Fieri.
Ferrari.
Guy Fieri.
What?
No, you're Guy Ferrari.
Nope,
Wasn't he the king of Flavortown?
he is. Yeah,
that's all he,
He
did.
still is.
Aside from
Donkey
being the
sauce.
Hey,
mayor
buddy,
of
he never
Flavortown.
left.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that guy
That's
was
his
fucking
town.
offensive.
He's
This guy's offensive, dude.
Look at a photo of him before he frosted the tips.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
Yeah, for real?
Dude, bad.
Yeah.
Bad,
Fucking
bad.
deep in the archives.
he's
Bad,
a
bad,
different
bad.
different man.
Unrecognizable.
Yo, he went to the
Wow.
Italian deli, gave it a good rating, though. Italian deli fucks.
It did.
It's true.
So, I mean, he ain't wrong.
He went to Patty's Pierogies in Fall River.
Yeah.
What?
What
Yeah.
happened?
No way.
Yeah, I don't know if that place is even still there.
Oh,
I don't know if it is.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh my god,
Oh, my God. It is
Way.
definitely our. Do you know what he looks like?
me?
A child molester?
Dude, I'm not going to.
He looks like a coworker of Chuck and I.
No, he looks like a friend of ours that I'm not going to say on the podcast because he listens to the podcast.
Dude, I can't.
I'm sure he won't figure it out.
He definitely won't. He definitely won't.
All right, well,
I don't
we
even
have-
want to.
I'm going to tell you who I think it looks like, and you tell me who you think it looks like.
He looks like a. He looks like a cursed suburban dad.
Dude, we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for
got
listening
to
to the
end this real
podcast.
quick.
Yeah, play
no,
us out.
Unless you want to have a nightmare, look up Guy Fieri without frosting.
Yeah, just don't do it for
Nightmare,
yourself.
nightmare.
Alec, thank you
nightmare.
so much for joining us here.
Thanks everybody for
That's
listening.
what Morales'
Thanks,
demon looks like.
thanks everybody who supports us on the
Before you
B4B.
play us out,
Yep,
where can people find you?
good call.
Socials,
Socials,
websites, everything.
Not for nothing productions.co is my website. First name, last name is my Instagram. Not for nothing productions is my at nothing. Oh my god! Not for nothing productions is my Instagram. At Alacatino is my Instagram. LinkedIn, it's the same thing. I don't know, but yeah, that's the easiest way to find me.
We'll
Beautiful.
tag him as well. So
Thank you. Yeah, that's important.
catch up with him. Thank you, everybody, very much for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And then hit up our website, revivalmorning.com, where you can sign up for the B4B and snag some of our merch and coffee and all that good stuff that help keep this train rolling. So thank you very much to everybody in the chat. That is it for us. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. See ya.
Adios.
Your mother.